No, but Bob has a beautiful face, like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. No offense, but your face looks like a cauliflower.
The Bob Saget roast, another seminal moment in my life.
You were so funny.
I have a lot of well-wishers here tonight, and a lot of them would like to throw you down one, a well. They want to murder you in a well. Seems a little harsh, but apparently they want to murder you in a well. It says here on this card. No, I think that that Bob should join the Ku Klux Klan. And that's not because he's racist. He's not racist. It's just that he'd look a lot better with a hood over his head on account of his face. How can you not get that?
So many people just talked about that.
Oh yeah.
So many people said they couldn't figure it out. That's it. How could they not figure it out?
That's what I think. I was like, it's all right if you don't like it, but don't think I'm mentally ill.
They were like, what is he doing? I don't know. He's telling old jokes.
NORM MACDONALD, God bless you. Watching your set was like watching Henry Fonda pick blueberries.
Why, I don't think there's a person in here that would not love to watch Henry Fonda pick blueberries. Well, it's time to do jokes. This is where we put in a big thing, jokes.
Yeah. Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yeah, so it's them being racist.
They are.
You.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million are racist, according to this.
They're fine, man.
Give me one that doesn't offend many people.
This is not topical. It's just about. It's as if it's about your life. You know.
How come none of my friends ever have a dungeon? Instead, they all just have rape dungeons. So it's not a regular dungeon, is what you're saying.
Dungeon.
Thanks for again. It's the bus. I've never been thrown under an entire Trailways fleet. You asked me who was in the presence of
Dean Martin at Hamburger Hamlet.
You know everything about
That's what
me.
I meant. That's where I saw him. Was it Hamburger Hamlet?
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's where I saw him also.
We must have talked about it too.
I don't know. Well, he'd always be at Hamburger Hamlet.
And I walked in there and he had lost his son, and he was nice, and I just went,
I found your son.
Bob was the first comedian that I ever saw perform when I was a boy, live, and I loved him. But one thing that bonds us as comedians is we're bitter and jealous, and we hate everyone else that has any success. But Bob, honestly, has never had an unkind word for anybody, and I love him, and I hope everybody else does, so I just want to say that. Thank you.
Part of the Death Squad? Okay.
But I have had problems with them.
Yeah.
They tried to derail me years ago. Well, because I was in cahoots with Mencia, they thought.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So when the whole Carlos Mencia, Joe Rogan thing happened, they had me on tape, right? Like, I didn't know that Joe Rogan was, I love Joe, he's a friend of mine. Yeah. Joe, if you're listening, we're good, right? But the thing is that I didn't know that he was taping me. So I said, yeah, Mencia steals.
Doing Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's his friend.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
That's Ned Holness.
Oh, I know Ned Holness. Yeah, he's really good. Hey, does all that stuff?
How's he doing?
Hey, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ned.
Do a couple minutes of his material.
Well, I'll just do some of my material, and then it'll be the same. You know, so I'll just talk about myself.
What has he ever stolen from you?
I used to this bit about how I was so small that my dad my dad would have to get on my shoulders to get on a ride at Disneyland. Right. Then he did a bid, literally, but this is, I can't do it. But is this, where's this going? Who cares? What the fuck? It's reality. Anyway, it's good to see you. Don't be a fucking
This is the reason why comedians get away with stealing. Because comedians like you are afraid of confrontation.
And then I also said that I sucked my cousin's dick.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
That's a sharp left.
Yeah, which I didn't know there was a camera on.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gay, but in high school I sucked my cousin's dick.
Yeah, sure.
And then also on top of that, I said that Vietnamese people were jungle Asians, which I had to apologize to the Vietnamese people, and I apologize. That's what I said back then.
Do you mean he put this up on the internet or something?
Then he put it on the internet. Death Squad did, right?
Yeah, what did I say?
So he had to publicly make an apology to the Vietnamese community because he called you guys, and he calls Filipinos this too. He calls us all jungle gooks or jungle Asians.
not
Jungle,
gooks.
not
That's
gooks,
what you
jungle
said.
Asians.
That's by saying jungle gooks, you make it worse.
He said jungle
Yeah.
Asians.
But
said
how do
jungle
you
Asian.
justify that? What
Well, because you guys live in the fucking jungle. What do you mean? How do I justify it?
we don't live in the jungle.
All right, so if I go to Vietnam, is there a jungle there?
There is a jungle. There's a jungle in plenty of other countries.
There's not a jungle in Korea. What?
I'm sure you guys have rainforests.
No, we don't at all. It's trees. Like it looks like Denver.
You're trying to say Korea is Denver.
Yeah, it's.
And all of a sudden now, right, my aunt, my cousin's mom calls me. He didn't suck your dick.
No, you sucked his dick.
Yeah, no, we sucked each other's dick. Yeah, and vice versa, right? When you're single trying to attract a partner, it's important to project the qualities you desire, which I understand, but boy, oh boy, have I had to suck a lot of dick lately.
That's sort of like a Bobby Lee joke.
It is a lot like a Bobby Lee.
All right. What about this one? This is for you.
I didn't. You know what I mean? And then my mom, that's my mom's sister, they didn't talk, and then she died.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She died, right?
Story.
See, so the last thing that, I heard from my aunt is you didn't suck each other's dick. And then a couple years later, my mom, they stopped talking, and then she died.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Famous last word.
Yeah, I love Death Squad.
Yeah. How many views did it get?
Millions.
Oh, see?
But then over the years, though, I made my way back into the group, and now we're all good.
So you opened for Mencia, which made you the enemy of the Death Squad.
Yeah. Because
It's like a Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah, it's just like it.
So the Death Squad.
I don't know what Bruce Lee movie.
They're comedians.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think Death Squad makes more sense in a Bruce Lee movie than a comedy
that
club?
is true, that is true.
I went to a comedy club, and then the next week the Death Squad were there. It was just odd. I don't know. I mean, I acted like it was a normal thing, and I said, who's here next week? I said, the Death Squad.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind. Still in line.
I mean, when was the last time you did Rogan?
Oh.
What?
12 years ago.
Wow.
For real?
Yeah. What happened?
It's because you are a big vaxxer, right? And you just said, I hate him now?
No, I want to do it. It's just I don't know how.
I bet Shab could get you in. All right.
It's a good one.
Bobby's new movie.
No, it's okay. It's
about a boy.
It's okay.
Do you want to do some jokes, David?
Fuck, something, yeah.
Here's a very, what do you call it? When a joke is just ripped from today's headlines.
We have to explain on how the joke
Topical.
After being drafted in the 7th round by the Rams, Michael Sam kissed his boyfriend. The celebration didn't end there because on ESPN2 there was full insertion. This is a joke. A Westchester parking enforcement officer stole $89,000 in quarters. How much laundry does this guy need to do?
No, this is a good performing joke.
The man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger. Sadly, the man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger died at 64. His last words, I don't feel great. I gave it something. Are these left over from when you did updates?
We are living in a golden age.
I go, can we just tell people we went into the behind and we don't have to really do it?
The behind.
I'm trying to clean up your fucking show. We're living in a golden age of Adam masturbating to interracial granny porn.
Jen told you that one in confidence. That's fine.
To stop a pit bull attacking her daughter, a Texas man bit the dog. Well, that's an interesting story. A man bites a dog. It's not what I would call news.
Man bites dog?
Yeah.
Used to be dog bites man, right?
Yeah.
Is that the joke?
Yeah.
I don't get this. I don't get it really. Do you write these for real? Do these come from the fucking YouTube subscribers or whatever?
Oh, you know the search for the Malaysian Airlines? Did you hear about the latest?
I heard it was missing.
Well, did you hear about the latest?
No.
Here, it's on this card.
Okay. The search continues. In related news, a plane was spotted by some cavemen in the year 365 BC. I don't totally get it.
This
back in time?
is the final joke. In my hand.
Thank God. Are we getting the wrap up?
I may not have book smarts, but you know what I have? Supermarket flyer smarts. You know where I got them? From reading a lot of supermarket flyers.
That can't be one of the jokes, is it?
Jesus.
Dude.
Did you ever think?
I smell a mass firing. Is this going to go down as a test show?
No.
You better fucking air it.
Listen, did you ever think that I wanted to...
Jesus Christ. Test show, test show.
Final joke.
It's growing on me.
From David Spade, a man in Chippewa. A man in Chippewa.
Did you help me like with
Well,
that
just
one? A man in Chippewa allowed a hyena to eat his penis after being told by a witch doctor it would help him become rich. Is it me or does it sound like that hyena and witch doctor were in cahoots? That's pretty. I'm glad you saved that for that.
And then when I see your stand-up periodically, I go out, well, God rest his soul, Norm, but remember you and I and Norm recently.
Oh,
that was the last time I saw Norm.
That for sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe me too, because he wouldn't during Corona, he didn't say what was going on. So he'd just say, I can meet in a week. And I go, all right, we'll go to this restaurant. Outside? I go, no, I mean, you can come to my house.
There.
But we did this fucking gig, me and Dennis in Oklahoma.
You guys played that big giant casino in Oklahoma?
Yeah, right up an hour south of
Dallas.
TriStar.
Yeah.
I think it's
Did we
called
take a
TriStar.
plane or something?
Yeah,
all of us
we
together?
just left. So
can you imagine us three idiots?
Oh, yeah, you guys took Norm, I remember you guys talking about this.
So
gig.
listen, I had a headache, Dennis, right? So my neck was all fucked up as per usual. So we're driving over there, and Norm goes, do you want anything? And he's clutching like a falcon. He's got like some prescription bottle. I go, oh, I think I'm all right. And he goes, do you want fentanyl? I go, fentanyl? And
That's very Norm.
I go, isn't that the one everyone ODs on? He goes, yeah, but you just dose. You don't overdose. I go, oh, okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Was he kidding or
I don't
was
know.
it real?
that's the
you can't tell with
Norm was like Andy Kaufman if he could have written jokes. You know, it wasn't all. Listen, I loved Andy, but it was theater pieces. Norm was like that.
Yeah,
but he had such
weirdo
an
with
agile.
jokes. Yeah.
You know, the first time I heard about Norm was I was doing HBO. No, I had a talk show that was syndicated.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody said that there was a new kid from Canada, and they had glimpsed him at the Improv. And I said, well, he said, his name's Norm MacDonald. I think it was Eddie Feldman told me this. And I said, well, tell me, what's he like? And he said, I just remember one joke. Remember, he used to do that great joke about, I feel sorry for the homeless guy, but I really feel sorry for the homeless guy's dog, because, you know, the dog's thinking, this is the longest fucking walk. I mean, do we go in anywhere? Because I could do this on my own. I laughed so hard at that joke.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a better person now. You ever try to do that? I give a guy some money out there, a homeless guy in the street, and this is a kind of odd thing. He had a dog with him. You ever see this? He's a homeless guy, but he's got a dog. That kind of odd there. Guy got no home. You know, but he's got a dog. Yeah. And the dog's really thrilled with this idea, you know. Dog's going, hey, pal, I can do this by myself pretty well here, you know. For the longest walk in the world you got me on here. What the hell? What the hell kind of a thing? What the deuce?
That's one of his best ones.
I say, well, see if he wants a gig if he's new in town. So they call Norm, and you know how they always say, put together a packet. And this made me laugh. This is the midwife joke that makes me laugh. Eddie says, Norm says he won't do packets. And that word sounds so,
it's so
it
funny.
sounds grim, like you're a taskmaster when you say, I want a packet of jokes. He said, but I'll send one joke and you can make a determination. So he said, remember the joke he did about Dahmer, where he essentially reads the UPI wire copy of the Jeffrey Dahmer trial, and it's so I mean, it could not be grimmer. It's like Hieronymus Bosch sort of, and he disemboweled the young boy and ate the entrails, you know, all that stuff. And it gets to the end of the joke, and Norm says, in his defense, Dahmer said he started it. It's
So,
such a Norm.
hire him on the spot.
Hired him on the spot.
Yeah.
Serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was attacked and killed by another inmate this week. Just before the fight, Dahmer threatened, hey, don't mess with me, pal. I used to eat guys like you for breakfast. Well, next Tuesday is Halloween, or as evil old people know it, Razor Apple Day. According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat.
Ghosts, they don't fucking scare me. I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm a big shot, you know? I mean, I am saying that. I am trying to say that. I'm trying to say I'm a big shot. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm no fucking tough guy, but I am. I'm a fucking tough guy. I'll fucking fight. No. But I'm saying I'm not afraid of ghosts. And I'll tell you why. First of all, they're invisible and shit, and when you, let's say they go to punch you, right? Their fucking hand goes right through your body. So I'm not scared of that fucker. Like, the guy that scares me is the guy that when he punches you and then his hand doesn't fucking disadvantage, it hits you. That fucker, I don't like him. The ghost, I like. And then, like, you know, one time I went to a hotel, and they had a fucking ghost. Was there? Is it a ghost? Was there? And you think you wouldn't put that on the front of the hotel? Some people might not show up, not wanting to be haunted by a ghost. But anyways, people would show up at this hotel, and I had to fucking stay there. And anyways, it said there was this woman that was a fucking ghost, and her name was the woman in the blue dress, you know, and she haunted the halls, evidently. But anyways, I thought it was a reckless nickname, first of all. I would have called her the Ghost. I think that was her defining quality, not the... I've seen blue dresses before, nothing terrifying about them. But, anyways. So the ghost shows up, and what is the ghost really? All they can do is fucking startle you. You're like, ah, what the fuck? Oh, I hear a ghost, you know. What are you going to do, hang around all the time? They're like, ah, you're like, yeah, okay. Because at first you'd be startled, but by, 6 months, you're like, ah, yeah, you scared me out again. I was scared again. They're like, ah, you're like, yeah. Why are you still here? I forgot. And they're whiny, those fucking ghosts, aren't they? Jesus, goddamn. They're always like, I've got to stay here. And you're like, why? And they're like, because unfinished business. I must come to peace with it. And then you're like, what about me, you fucker? I got the same problems as you, except you can walk through the fucking walls. I'd much rather be you, a ghost. And of course, the most frightening is the Count Dracula, you know? That fucker. The vampire. No, the vampire does not. The vampire is the oddest one to me because they go, listen, that fucking vampire is around today. You know? I heard he was around. So we gotta get shit, garlic and all this other shit and everything, and silver bullets, and then we get a 2x6 and hew it, you know, so we get the proper, and then we get a fucking wooden mallet. We got, as the beast descends upon us, we must strike him, you know, in the center of his chest and explode his heart and kill this ancient plague, you know? Because if we don't, if we make one small mistake, he'll bite our necks, and then we'll be immortal. What? What was that last part? What? I didn't hear the last part. And they bite your neck and you get to be a cool vampire forever. Unless someone tricks you and makes you a pile of dust, which would also be a cool way to go out. But you get to be a vampire and then you're sexy. So vampires are now sexy, which is cool, you know. Women love vampires. You probably love vampires, right? I don't know what it is, but man, women love vampires like babies love stray dogs. You know, they touch them somewhere deep within their soul. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what it is. I'm no doctor. Sometimes I claim to be a doctor, but it's all in good fun. Enjoy performing experiments on the human body sometimes, and if you like that sort of thing, you have to pretend to be a doctor. Pretty well the only way they'll let you do it. I have the suit at home. Anyway.
In my opinion, if we're going to fight the war on terror, a good place to start would be our country's haunted houses.
When I was a kid, I went to the haunted house at the state fair, and my dad didn't want to pay the 50 cents to get in to the haunted house. And it was like this trailer with ghosts and stuff. And my dad goes, that's no goddamn haunted house. So I'm like, sure it is. He goes, no, it's not. It's got wheels on it. It drives around. The ghosts will come right out. It was like ruined it for us. Whatever.
So, unless you've been living under a rock, Star Wars. I do not understand why people stand in line for days and days and days. They can't see the movie in 2 weeks. I mean, they don't have jobs. In any event, so I went to see Star Wars. I have never seen any of the Star Wars, and I felt terrible about it until I learned that
I never saw it. Never saw the first one.
I never saw any of them.
No.
You never saw anything? You never wanted to see Star Wars?
No, I never liked them. I don't like those science fiction because my dad always hated them. And you know how you try to be what your dad, you try to be, you know what I mean? And I remember when I was a kid, I watched that Twilight Zone. Remember that show? And oh my God, my dad hated it because it was too fantastical, and he thought I should be doing the chores. And I remember one time, me and my brother were watching Star Wars.
My son was. Have you ever seen Star Wars?
It goes on. That's norm.
We only have 2 more minutes.
I was just giving you a little backstory. But me and my brother were watching the Twilight Zone, and then my dad walked by, and we were watching, and we were all excited about this Twilight Zone. And then my dad walked by, and he looked at like the screen, and he said, "I suppose this one's a goddamn ghost."
Oh, well, that was funny. Okay. Anyway, we're going to give our quick review.
Weekend Update with Norm MacDonald.
Thank you. I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news.
All right. Norm, I got to ask you, I'm a big fan of SNL. How did you get the Weekend Update gig?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
I think it's for you.
It's for you,
yeah.
How'd you get the Weekend Update gig? Oh, I got it. I auditioned for it, and then they gave it to me.
What a great story.
Yeah, that's great.
And he said it's pretty good. What a guy. How good was that answer?
Great answer. Love
Wasn't it? It was good.
Well, the great thing about Lauren is you could do anything you wanted. He would tell you wise things, like wisdom or whatever.
He's like a little Buddha guy, right?
Yes, yeah.
Did it ever make sense, or
not to me?
You'd always walk away going, "What the fuck?"
To other people, it did. Like I remember one time he wanted me. Like this was actually with Weekend Update. They wanted me to do Weekend Update with a lady.
Yeah,
like two of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that sounds like shit. I don't want to fucking. That sounds like shit. Like I'm like, if there's a lady and a dude, like, what are we making fun of local news? What the fuck is that? He's like, no. He's like, you'll be. He had some crazy. He goes like, I think he liked me because I didn't understand what he was talking about all that. And he goes like, you'll be Fred Astaire and she'll be Ginger. You'll give her the sex, a comedy, and she'll give you the sex. And I was like, the dancers? What? And I didn't know what he was fucking talking about.
Yeah.
So anyways, I go, I don't want to fucking do it with a lady. Let Franken do it. You know?
Yeah.
So
Franken was going to do it?
Yeah, it was Frank and me or somebody else. So I didn't care that much about it. So because I could just do stand up. But anyways, what happened was funny. Like Steve Martin walked in because he was hosting.
Yeah.
And Lauren, to embarrass me, went, let's see what Steve thinks about it. And Steve Martin doesn't give a fuck about anything. So, but he goes, Norm wants to with the lady, and what he thinks. And he does this big long spiel, and Steve Martin's completely uninterested.
Been dragged into something you wanted no part of.
But luckily, he fucking just said out of the blue, he goes, oh, fuck. He goes, I did this award show with some broad, and they paired me up with her, and she fucked everything up. Like, I guess they stuck him or something. Yeah. So then Lauren goes, oh, there's some support from an unexpected place.
And that's how you got the solo update?
Yeah, Steve Martin, because he was such a hero to Lauren.
You had a bad experience with an award show, and you get to run the solo on the update?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's a fucking good moment.
But I would have been in big trouble with a lady. But then later they did it with a lady and a dude. Because he kept saying, oh, remember, because I know Saturday Night Live, like all of us, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, remember Jane and Dan? And I was like, that was shit. Like, I remember Jane, you ignorant slut.
Right.
But I also remember all the rest of the fucking shit. Like, he had a hat on and pretended to be from like, they played characters.
Yeah.
And I was not interested in that because Dennis kind of changed it to Dennis Miller where
you do jokes.
Where you do jokes. And you're not doing a parody of a fucking...
Weekend Update with Norm MacDonald.
Thanks, I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news. Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California.
She is Darian O'Toole.
All right. Norm MacDonald's here. He's already pissed because he doesn't have green tea.
No.
He's already
that's
mad.
not true.
He's mad.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
You're a bit of a diva. You're a bit of a diva. What did they have? Did they have green tea upstairs?
No, I'm on a.
Is that the secret? Is that the secret to the sucky show upstairs?
I'm on a
green tea.
I'm on a cholesterol diet to lower my cholesterol.
Okay.
That's all.
I'm Norm MacDonald. I want some green tea.
I didn't say it that way.
You did. Yes, you did.
I think you're misrepresenting it.
He did so. Michael, Mike's, where's Mike's?
No, I turned it on. I turned it on myself.
Did you? Look at you.
I pressed the button that said on, and now I'm on the radio.
We got a whole bunch of Canadians in the studio.
Yeah, it's
There's a problem. It's an issue. I love your haircut. I totally.
It's nice.
I've never met you before in my entire life.
When I walked
But
in,
I
you
feel
said
like
you
I
hated
was
my
like,
haircut.
hey, stupid haircut.
I know. You said it was stupid.
It's good.
It's very short.
Yeah. I
It's
like it
cute, though.
short because then you don't have to do anything with it.
You all right? You okay?
I'm great. I just like having short hair because then I don't have to be like a woman, you know.
Yeah, I've been letting my hair grow, and I got to tell you, it's tough. Like,
Yeah.
you have to
Probably,
put
I know,
stuff
you
in
gotta-
it
yeah,
and deal
you
with
do.
what it,
I
is
know.
it weird now?
It's awful.
Yeah,
lucky Norm. He has a cute face. All right. Norm MacDonald, 106.9 Free FM. Hi, Norm.
Hi, Darren. How are you?
I'm good.
Sweet.
What are we promoting? Because you wouldn't be here if you weren't promoting something because you don't love me. Yet. You will soon.
Michael's promoting something.
What is Michael promoting?
Hi, everybody. This is Michael Gelbart. I'm featuring for Norm MacDonald.
Oh, this is awful.
Norm MacDonald's headlining.
You're like...
I'm just saying what we're doing. I'm just saying what we're doing. We're in San Jose at the Improv.
Oh, see.
And Norm said,
That's a
hey,
good
you want to
place,
come do this radio show? And I said, yeah. Free FM 106.9.
The poor thing, though, he had to do the crappy ones first.
Yeah, well, one of them I didn't like.
I know.
One of them, it made
know.
me skip the next one. That's how much I hated the first one. No, I don't. I love them all.
No, you didn't.
You
did not.
You're trying to instigate.
You did not. I am instigating because you said it out loud. You're like, oh, good Lord.
No, I liked
Alice.
it. You know,
oh,
the
damn.
girl, the nice girl.
She's awful.
She asked me out.
She's terrible.
She gave me her card. No, she didn't do anything. She's a lovely.
She's awful.
No, there was a couple of things. She said she didn't like my hair, and she said she didn't like my clothing.
I love
on
clothing.
the air.
Really?
That hurt a little, but not that
Aw,
much.
are
And
you
then she
okay,
made me
though?
sing a karaoke song. You know.
Yeah, well,
But
that's what they do.
we're on the air right
it's
now.
Friday. It's crazy. It's
But I liked
zany,
her.
funny
and I liked
Friday.
the guy with the tattoos. I thought he was a great guy. No, I
doesn't
like
have
them
a
all,
name?
but the one guy was my favorite. He laughed at everything
the
I
guy-
said.
The guy who doesn't have a name, who laughs at everything.
But he's
We
still a
love
good
him.
guy, you know.
We love him.
So we're doing these shows, and
Someday we'll name him.
Norm
Just for
invited
fun.
me to come, and I think this interview's going really well. Like Norm's reading.
Norm's asleep.
I'm reading the breaking news.
Norm's just grateful I'm picking up the slack. He's like, as long as
Norm
other
doesn't
people
give
are.
a rat's
No, he's like,
ass.
as long as other people
He
are
doesn't
talking,
care.
I can
He
sit back.
so doesn't care.
No, I'm reading the breaking news, and rocker.
What's going on in the world, Norm?
Well, rocker Henry Rollins has said that Baghdad is safer than my hometown.
I guess his
Where's he
hometown is like
from?
the worst place in the world or
yeah.
something.
Was he from Louisiana? Where's he from?
Where is he from?
you
Where is he from?
really are reading the breaking news.
Oh, he's
I'm gonna
from
let you, too.
Santa Barbara.
Oh, well.
What? No,
there
Santa
you go.
Barbara is way safer than Baghdad.
I would say.
Yeah, I would say so.
Santa Barbara, like, nothing bad ever happened.
Did Michael
Nobody
Jackson
gets
live in
killed.
Santa Barbara, though?
Never. No.
Because
no,
I
no.
thought he was from there.
No, that's Santa Monica, isn't it?
No, Michael
Santa
Jackson? Neverland Ranch was in Santa.
I don't know.
I don't
Wasn't
know.
Santa
I'm
Barbara.
making it up even. But that Henry Rollins, I always thought he was good.
Is Norm even here?
Yeah, he mentioned Henry Rollins.
Norm's just...
Well, you guys are shutting me out.
No, you want to join in?
You're having your little love fest.
Let me tell you something about Norm MacDonald. I've worked with the best, and he's my favorite.
Why do
And I
all
work
of your
with some
TV
people that
shows
are-
suck? What happens?
Why
What
do
goes
what?
on? What goes wrong?
With what?
Because you're so funny. I adore you.
With what? What goes wrong with what?
Your TV shows.
Well, here's the thing.
You tried like the ABC thing.
I'm
what the
a,
hell was that called? It was awful.
I'm a stand-up comedian, right?
Do you thought the
Yeah, you
Norm
are.
show was awful?
It's terrible.
I am a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm a very good stand-up comedian. So when you're a...
We all know what we're good at.
Yeah. I'm a great stand-up comedian. I'm a great stand-up comedian. So what happens is in Hollywood, if you're a great stand-up comedian,
Right.
they go, how would you like to do a horrible movie? And how would you like to be terrible in a bad sitcom?
No, I love the
That's
movie.
the way it goes.
The movie I thought was funny.
I wrote the movie.
It's weird.
Did you write that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That was
What's
good.
weird
That movie, the movie was very funny.
Show business is the only place where if you're successful in show business, people think in the street it's okay to tell you your stuff sucks, but no one goes to some doctor and says like, "My God, you that guy died in surgery. You're like the worst doctor, or even like
Exactly.
Even if you live,
but when you do something out loud, people come in and say, you know what, you suck.
Yeah,
you're
or
like
it's
every
not-
day.
I don't
Like
know
I
if
get
that's so
every day.
fair,
Like
to go
Darian,
up to
you
some
suck.
teacher and go, "You're the worst teacher in the whole world."
You're the worst accountant ever. You can't even count. Dan in Fremont, you want to talk to Darian O'Toole and Norm MacDonald, who's incredibly shy. He's so
Hi,
cute.
Darian.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to 106.9 Free FM.
Love your show. Love to do you. I mean,
oh well.
no, Norm. I saw Norm last night. He made me cry. He was so funny.
Yeah, he is.
The jokes about death. I mean, you could take something like that and make it hilarious.
Nothing funnier than death. Nothing funnier than dying.
The heart attack stuff. Oh man, it made me cry, Norm.
Thank you very much. That's
all I had to say. Keep up the good work. Love the show.
Thanks, Sally.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Dan. You're so
Well,
shy.
to me,
you're like, thank you very much. Yeah.
To me, Darian,
funny.
death is funny because. Let me tell you a little story, Darian.
Okay, do that.
I
By all means,
did
Norm MacDonald.
stand up. I did stand up for a long time.
You're very good at it.
And I used to be very good at it. Now I'm great at it. But I happened upon Sam Kinison, who's a comic genius.
Love him. Yeah.
And so I was
He was amazing.
I was doing bits about dogs and cats and so forth. And he told me He told me you can talk about anything you want on stage. He said, "What are you most interested in? Just talk about what you're most interested in." And I'm not really interested in dogs or cats or socks or laundry or
Me
anything
neither.
like that.
Oh.
What I'm obsessed with is death.
Really? Obsessed?
Absolutely.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because
Why be?
why?
Why?
Because it's a natural thing to be obsessed with. Because
No, Norm, it's not.
oh yes, it is.
No,
people
no, Norm. No, it's not.
People live in a denial of death. People live.
I have faced death.
People live.
I've been dead. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was.
What
I
happened?
I was dead. I was dead.
No,
I died.
you weren't literally
No, seriously,
dead.
I died. I died on the table
Well, that
for like 36 seconds, whatever it was.
Well, but you weren't dead.
I was.
Really?
I came back. Seriously. No, for real. No, seriously. I was dead.
Wow.
I know. See? Look at him. All
But
interested.
since then,
See, look, now Norm MacDonald cares.
Yeah.
Now he gives a rat's ass.
Wait.
A minute
Yeah.
ago, he's like another stupid radio show.
Isn't that an interesting? Don't you find that
Death?
a very interesting part of your life?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
More than
Defining.
cats and dogs and stuff like that?
Definitely more than cats
It's
and dogs.
defining.
It is. It's defining. But you don't. But you know what? I didn't have like. There was no. I was expecting like something like the fires of hell or some angels, people, something.
that happens.
I got nothing.
No,
I
that
had
happens.
nothing.
You didn't die long enough. That happens in 45 seconds.
See? I
You were
wasn't
9
dead.
seconds from the great stuff.
I always come this close.
Yeah.
I never just get it.
Everyone knows it happens at 45.
That's great. That's interesting.
Norm's impressed now that I've been dead.
No, I love that.
But did it change
Norm
you?
is finally interested to be here.
No.
Because
He's
you-
like, well,
Because
chick's been dead.
you've just admitted that was a defining moment in your life.
No, but afterwards, did it change you at all?
You too are very interested in death.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all are.
We all are.
We
because
really are. It hinders us.
You have to
He's
look.
scary.
You have
You're
to li-
scary.
you have to
No,
live-
you're looking at me like you're a freaking zombie. You're
because he's the undead.
Scary.
I would go for that undead if a vampire. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Would you? If you had a choice?
If
you
there
could
was a
live like-
vampire,
yeah.
yeah, I'd take
You
the
would
deal.
you would do it?
Yeah, instead of dying.
You really would.
Absolutely, in a second. Because it's the only thing I don't want to do.
You know what's crazy? He's not kidding.
No, but here's
There's
the
something
thing.
wrong with this guy.
If you're going to become a vampire, but you know you're close to death, you're like 95, then you become the vampire.
Right.
But you don't want to do it
See?
at like 30-something.
No, because that's
you got to deal
yeah.
with your whole...
Let me tell you
Yeah.
this.
That's a
Everyone
good
wants
point.
to live forever. Everyone.
Yeah, but
Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. Yeah.
No one wants to die.
No one wants to. We don't want. Nobody wants to die. We don't want to die.
Yeah,
Dying sucks. It's
Right.
not fun.
Right.
No.
And so
no fun.
And so, by precedent, we think we are going to die, and so then that,
Norm MacDonald says on 106.9 Free FM, "Dying sucks."
yeah,
It's revolutionary.
and it's always there, It's always in the back of your head.
And it stops us from doing things we want to do. There's like that fear.
He's not kidding. There's something wrong with this dude.
No, there's nothing wrong
with.
I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with him. Yeah, people are obsessed with death, and he's just one of those people.
All right.
I
Ben.
guess.
Ben wants to talk to you. Ben in Livermore. You're
Hello?
on the air with Darian, 106.9 Free FM, and Norm MacDonald, who's creepy.
Hello?
He's just creepy.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis were better anyway. Am I just being too
I would think it would be creepy. A guy who
You're
wanted to die.
creepy. You're creepy.
A guy who wanted to die would be creepy. Hi, Ben.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How are you, pal?
I'm doing well.
See, now he's friendly. Look at him.
Because, you know, you're talking about death and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of ironic but awesome at the same time that you play death on the Family Guy.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh,
play
yeah,
death.
you did.
That's right.
You did. That's right. You
Probably
played
like-
the Grim Reaper.
I
That was very
love it. Every
funny.
time an episode comes on where you're on playing death, I'll TiVo it and watch it over and over.
That's nice. Thanks,
And
man.
any of the films you've been in, they don't suck.
That's right.
You're nice.
Oh, that's not good. Ben, that's not nice.
What?
You were
No, she
very-
said they
you
don't suck.
Yeah, you're the one
they
who says
don't
he's
suck.
horrible.
You're the
They
one
said
that
they
said
did.
that. You're the one that said they suck.
No, you said his TV series 3 years. You know, it was on the air for 3 years. Was terrible.
No, it wasn't awful. It was just
She
not-
hangs up on Ben. That's a terrible thing to
Yeah,
say.
how dare you? We have a point to make about him being awful, and you're ruining it.
Oh, my God.
And weird and creepy. And you never even mention my name. You just keep saying we're here with Norm MacDonald. And you don't even know my name.
Michael.
Yeah, all right.
Michael
See?
what?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Michael Gelbart.
Well, you said it with hatred. I just...
You didn't say it like you love him.
Yeah, you hate me
You
too?
said it-
Oh, my work sucks
You
also?
said it with total disdain.
Yeah,
I don't love
Michael
him.
Galbert.
I don't love him. I love myself.
All right, we're going to take a little break.
All right.
Norm MacDonald, who I do love.
Still not mentioning me.
I'm still loving Michael. I don't know who the hell he is, but I love him. I don't know who you are.
I explained. I'm the one who set up the explanation as to why we're even in town.
You're the guy who's bitter that you had to be upstairs. That's all I know. I love you for that. I love you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to do the crappy show to come to Darien.
Henry
10:35.
Rollins
No, it's
was
all right.
on an airplane.
Henry Rollins.
Reading
By
a
the way,
book-
Henry
reading a
Rollins was
book
born in
called-
Washington, D.C.
He
By
was
the way.
reading a book called Jihad, The Rise of Militant Islam.
Are you still on the air?
Yeah, we're
And he
still
thought it was
there.
strange that they questioned him afterwards.
I loved the first radio show, by the way. I thought it was great. I don't know why you keep...
You did not.
Yes, I did. I
No,
love
you
that
did
girl.
not.
I'm marrying her.
You hated her.
Yeah, you want me to hate
You
her.
wanted her
You hate
dead.
her.
I do. Total.
You admit that?
I totally.
Does she? Do you guys
She's
fight?
awful. Oh, good. Told her she came down here. I want her dead.
You guys will work it out.
No, we won't. And by the way, it's out.
Is that Bush live?
Oot?
It's totally live. We're still, yes, guys, we're still in the air. All right, Norm MacDonald and Michael,
We're on the
somebody.
air.
Yeah,
Johnson.
totally.
Michael Johnson.
Michael 106.9 Free FM. All right, Norm MacDonald is in the studio with me and with Michael, somebody.
Michael O'Toole. Huh?
Here we go.
It's your last name.
Norm's like, I don't know. Norm's like, I got nothing. Norm and I were discussing Marmaduke. We were arguing about Marmaduke. That's how ridiculous it's
Yeah,
gotten
of
in
that
here.
whole
We were
conversation.
having-
That's what you come back with. The worst-
He wanted green tea. He came in here looking for good. He's like, can we get you some water? No, I want green tea. I got nothing. And then we're discussing Marmaduke.
It's for my cholesterol.
Low cholesterol diet.
Now, Marmaduke, that hound would get in some fixes.
Yeah, he was giant.
He was a big dog.
That was the big joke in Marmaduke, was that he was so big, right?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
But he was dwarfed by, I mean...
The people in the house.
No, he's dwarfed by the big red dog that came out later that took the concept to
a whole other level.
Clifford,
but it skewed
exactly.
younger.
Yeah.
And then there was Beethoven, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah, Beethoven.
I'm with
Man, I can't believe the Marmaduke people didn't sue over the Beethoven movies.
Beethoven, apparently, in the third movie, was blind. Or deaf. I couldn't remember.
That was the plot.
Blind or deaf?
No, that was the plot of the third
One or the
movie.
other.
That Beethoven goes blind
No, because the real Beethoven wasn't deaf. I was trying to make some.
No, you had to play blind.
Norm was going for some subtext there.
Yeah.
You missed it, Michael.
I didn't. Yeah.
You totally missed it. He was trying to be smart.
I'm sure I'll be okay though.
Oh my God!
So
you're
what should we
ridiculous.
talk about?
We should talk about where you're playing because I should probably plug like where the hell you are.
San
Poor
Jose
baby. He's
Improv.
like, do I have to do another
Playing
awful radio show?
We're playing the San Jose Improv this weekend.
Oh, that's a good club, actually. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's a great
I
club.
It is. 408-280-7475. Improv.com. Not that difficult. We have a person I want to talk to, Jenny, in Union City wants to talk to
cool.
Norm MacDonald.
Union City. New Jersey?
She's on, probably.
Somewhere near there. Yeah.
Jenny?
Maybe. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, I wanted to tell you, Norm, you are just the most laid-back, hilarious guy. You are just really gifted with humor. I mean, keep it going till you're at least in your 90s, huh?
Oh, that's sweet, man.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
very nice.
about this whole, dying thing, it's not like I'm, at a bridge about to jump and you're my last call or anything.
Oh,
but
good
I don't
Lord.
think it's such a bad idea, to go to the great beyond. I mean, it's got.
He's obsessed, though. He's he's
well,
obsessed.
wait a minute. Going to the great beyond, that's not dying. That's just living.
Well, I haven't got that part, so it wouldn't scare me at all. I mean, I would pretty much welcome.
Well, it's not scaring you because you're not going to die. You're going to just go somewhere else.
Well, yeah, but I think it's going to be peaceful, and it's not going to be.
Oh, whoa!
Right, but Jenny,
You didn't drop her.
Jenny, you're not going to be dead.
Okay.
What the heck am I going to be then?
You're going to be alive somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not afraid of that.
The concept of heaven or hell is that you are still alive there. Like you're still,
Yeah.
Jenny's still
Jenny's
still Jenny.
Yeah.
Instead of just asleep forever.
Yeah.
What if you feel like you've kind of been living in hell here? Heaven looks pretty good.
Well, but you're still alive, and of course, if
Yeah, I'm just saying that to be afraid of it or anything is crazy. It's someplace.
I'm not afraid of going to heaven. I'm afraid of dying, and I'm afraid of
What
dirt.
are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of being smothered in dirt.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'm all
You're
about
not
cremation.
aware of that. You're long gone past that. It's not you. You're already up above watching your own funeral, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Why not? Why wouldn't you get a view of that? See all the people that cared about you and hear all the great things.
Well, no, but if I was certain that was the case, I wouldn't be afraid because I wouldn't be dying.
It's the uncertainty of it.
Well, I think they need you up there at some point, to keep everybody laughing. I really do. Norm.
Yeah, there's great
go.
comics up in heaven.
Believe
They don't need
me,
Norm. They got Pryor.
I got Lenny Bruce.
Yeah,
we got people.
When's
I
Norm
love
gonna come?
the
Who needs
idea
him?
of heaven.
Who needs him?
I love clouds. I'd like to learn the harp. I love all that stuff.
Like to learn the harp.
I don't know which way he went, but I'm hoping he went up because he was my,
Who's this?
Sam Kinison.
I love Sam.
I love
Kinison.
Sam. He was great.
Yeah, he was a wild one.
You know what? He was a nice guy too, though.
Elevator he went on, but hopefully
he was a nice guy though.
He was a very sweet
a fun
man.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a very sweet man.
He was a good guy.
And
Thank you very much,
Jenny, you're still there?
No, she dropped.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get it.
well, if you're still listening, Jenny, the last
alive.
thing that Sam did was speak to his Savior before he went. So
Is that true?
Yeah.
Are you making that up?
No, I'm not making it.
Because you're a little bit crazy.
Because he survived the car accident. And
Norm MacDonald, you're crazy.
He was alive for 5 minutes. And
Is it true that you were in Canada? You were somewhere in Canada
yeah.
and you were like high on pot and they stopped you? Is that true?
They stopped me doing what?
They stopped you and you went, sorry, I'm high.
They stopped me. What do
You
mean
were
they
like
stopped
waiting
me?
for a bus? Is that true? No?
Why would they stop me if I was waiting for a
where's
bus?
the story? Isn't it a story? Chad knows the story. My producer knows the story. You were somewhere in Canada. You were like Michael yawning. You were high on pot, and they stopped you.
But I don't know what you mean.
Is
They
that not
stopped
true?
me.
They stopped you. Like the police stopped and said, "Hey, you, are you high on pot?" No.
Are they allowed to start with that?
Yeah.
Like, aren't they supposed to say something else?
They might have said
like, evening,
hello.
sir.
Seems like
What
the
are you
worst
doing?
investigator ever.
Yeah. The worst Columbo ever.
Can't get.
What's the matter?
Chad's angry.
Yeah, because you're definitely misquoted.
Yeah,
You're misquoted.
is it true that you were ever on a bus? What kind of question is that?
And then the cop,
I said that I heard a story that
He was high on a bus.
That Norm was going to do a show, and he got on one of those
In
big
Ontario, right?
in Ontario, and he got on one of those big charter buses, and I heard you got on the wrong bus by accident.
looking at you.
And it took you way out into Western Ontario, almost to the prairies, and that's when you got off and realized that you were in the wrong spot. And you were
high.
just
This
sitting there.
story is so different than what we just
I know.
heard.
I know.
She is not a listener.
She
She
has
does
no
not
retention.
listen.
So the story that I heard was you got on the wrong bus.
Right.
You ended up going like far away from the comedy club.
to
You stepped
Grand
off,
Prairie, I
and then
remember
you
that.
just.
You remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
All right.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that doesn't sound like the pot story.
Not at all.
A
not at all.
policeman never came to me and said, "Are you high on pot at a bus stop?"
No.
But that makes it so much more fun.
You got to be really careful with what you say, because it.
But I will say, one time I went to
One time
I went to join the army, because when you're a young kid and you're a bum and you don't know what to do, then your last resort, you're always like, well, I can always join the army, So me and my buddy were
I'm
just,
always one step away from the army.
and I said, all right, well, let's go join the army. So we went in, and the recruiting guy was asking us questions, so he was like, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, have you ever done drugs, And so I go, I thought you were supposed to tell the truth, So I go, yeah, I've done drugs, I smoke pot and stuff, I don't do serious drugs, but yeah, I smoke pot. And then he goes, okay. He goes, I didn't really hear that. He goes, let me just ask you one more time, did you ever smoke pot? So then I thought he wanted me to be more honest. I went, oh, yeah. I smoke pot.
Yeah, a lot.
And then he's like, listen, why don't you come back next week? Like, he couldn't come right out and say, like, don't say that. But I guess you can't get in the army if you've ever smoked pot. Or if you ever...
Really?
If you admit to it, I guess.
Is that the truth? I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that about the army. See how I learned things? Ryan in Berkeley. You're on the air with Darian on 106.9 Free FM.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, welcome.
You
And
got
here's
Norm
Norm.
MacDonald over there?
He's right here.
How are you?
Norm, hey, how you doing? I'm a big fan of yours. Watching you for a really long time. I love Dirty Work, one of my favorite movies.
Ah, thanks. I like that movie.
That's a good movie. That's a funny
the best,
movie.
Man. It's the best. Hey, I got a question for you. I was watching this special, I think it was with Jim Brewer, and he was telling me, he was saying that when you worked with Saturday Night Live that you were kind of like a rebel and you didn't really care about anything.
Yeah, that's true.
That's interesting.
I didn't really...
What happened? Because who was it that didn't like you? Thank you very much for calling, Ryan. Who was it that didn't like you? Because you were so funny. And Kevin's coming in. Kevin Nealon's coming in. And I love Kevin.
Yeah,
but he's a good guy. But I'll tell you what, though, when you did the whatever it's called, the news, whatever you called it.
Yeah, fake news.
Yeah, whatever.
You couldn't memorize the word fake? The whatever you called it news?
Thank you, Michael, for pointing that out, you idiot. Hate you, Canadian bastard. But I did. I loved it when you were on, but the guy didn't like you, right? What's his
the guy
name?
didn't like me. Don Olmeyer.
He was like, get rid of you.
You guys both, you and Darian both got with OJ.
Yeah.
No, you went after OJ, and you were always going after OJ.
Yeah, OJ sued me.
One of the things.
OJ
tried to
sued
sue
you?
her.
He sued me.
Cool.
I know, isn't that awesome?
Wow, good thing he didn't kill you.
I know,
but it's
right?
great
Thank
that
God I'm not a blonde.
if he sues you, he has to prove that what you said was untrue.
I know, which good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck,
But
guilty.
Omar was buddies with OJ.
Unless Nicole was using that sock as a tampon, he's guilty.
It's stuff like that brought the suit.
Stuff like that
I
brought
would
the lawsuit.
sue for that comment.
But that's the big thing. He
Just
was
as a
a
listener.
big. Omar was a big sports nut, and Norm would go
sue just
on
'cause you
and rip
suck.
on OJ all the time. Like you ripped on him, and she ripped on him all the time down here in the Bay, and
he got word of it.
Yeah, he got word of it and said,
"Oh
"I'm
yeah,
gonna sue."
I was all over him."
Wow, he sued you. That's cool. That's
I know.
great
It's
story.
a nice thing.
Do you have the letter? Did you frame it? I would have framed that.
Of course. Please. What? Do I not seem like a narcissist to you? Have you missed something?
The part where you didn't listen to the guy's bus story and you made Norm a drug user because he got on the wrong bus.
All I heard was Norm
That was
bus
the moment I
pot.
knew.
That's all I heard. I didn't.
Warm bus pot.
I didn't
Because
even
is it true
memorize
you were
the
at a
story.
bus stop? And a policeman said, "Are you on pot?"
Yeah.
How could that possibly be a story that ever happened to anyone?
It couldn't.
It couldn't happen.
And it didn't. The guy hated that moment so much he stormed in like some guy. He came in to correct it. He was.
All right, shut up, people. All right.
By people,
Alex.
she means me.
Yeah, totally. Alex in Santa Rosa, you're there with Darian, 106.9 Free FM, and Norm, and Michael.
Hey, how you doing, Norm? I'm
good.
a big fan.
Nobody cares about me.
Or me.
No, they
But
don't
it's-
care
no,
about us.
Norm's a
It's all
special
about
guest.
Norm. It's all
Hi,
about Norm.
Alex.
Hey, I was a big fan from your SNL days. I've got a quick question for you.
Sure, pal.
Did any celebrities that you ever impersonated ever kind of comment on it? Like, what did Burt Reynolds ever think of your Burt Reynolds impression?
Oh, that was excellent, too.
Well, when I
That
did
was good.
impressions of
Thank
guys,
you. Good
like
question.
I could only do impressions of. Why do you cut them off all the time? Maybe we could have a dialogue. Just clicks out like Larry King. Okay, so now I have to answer a question that.
Yeah, the guy's not there to
Not even
add
there.
something.
We can't have a little
I could do the guy's voice. Yeah, go on. Yeah, tell me more, man.
No, when I did the impressions of the guys, I'd always do impressions of guys like I liked because guys I liked, I've watched. Like I watched Burt Reynolds ever since I was a kid when he was on the Carson show, and David Letterman was like my favorite
Did you
guy
like
ever.
Carson? Because I hate Carson.
You hated Johnny Carson?
I really didn't like Johnny Carson.
Well, you know, David Letterman.
I love Letterman.
David Letterman was the guy that
To me, like,
I
that's the
loved.
guy.
You know, he was my
too.
generation's guy.
Me too.
But
I think we're the same. How old are you?
so I'm 42.
Oh, you're old.
So I did impressions. I know I'm old. So I did impressions.
No, you're not.
Listen, I've seen more sunsets than I'm about to see, and I understand that. But and
Mr. Obsessed with
I'm
Death.
well with that.
He's 42. He's obsessed with death.
But
Crazy.
So to answer the question,
from the guy that you kicked off the radio,
that I did impressions of guys. I always did impressions of guys I really liked because I listened to them so often that I tried to be like them and stuff, and I could do impressions. So I always liked them. So Burt Reynolds was really funny. He was going to come on the show because I wrote this sketch, Celebrity Jeopardy, just so I could do my Burt Reynolds.
Oh, that was good.
And then Burt Reynolds wanted to come on the show and punch me in the face and beat me up and then take over, and then he'd be an idiot too. And I thought that was really cool of him to do.
That's nice. I like that. Right.
did it happen?
Elmer
Nah.
in Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
You're on the air with Darian and Norm MacDonald.
Who is it?
106.9
Norm
Elmer.
MacDonald. Elmer.
Hey, Elmer, what's up?
Nothing much. I'm going to go see you tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing at the Improv, at
Oh,
San Jose Improv.
Thank you. Yeah, okay.
He's like, he knows he's coming.
There's
Yeah.
a click. Thank you.
Dirty Work number 2? Are you going to make it?
I'd love to make Dirty Work number 2.
With Artie.
Yeah, I'd love to
Artie.
do that. Artie and I have been talking about
Artie's
it.
a good guy.
Yeah, Artie's a great guy.
It's got like a little following, like, Office Space.
Yeah, it's got. I would say that it's got that same
Well,
kind of
people like
cult
it.
thing. Yeah, a lot of people like it. Office Space is a great movie. And,
Yeah, but so is Dirty Work.
yeah, I think that Dirty Work 2 would be a great idea.
Yeah, man.
See now, he's look at how nervous he is. I'm keeping this person on just because it's annoying you.
And no, it's not
when I
annoying
click
me.
him off,
I
you
like
like it.
talking to
She
Elmer.
wanted to call to annoy Darian because I don't like her.
Oh, yeah.
You don't like me? What, Elmer?
Listen to yourself.
No, I
Keep
can't.
going, Elmer.
I've never-
Elmer's hilarious.
You know, I mean, come on.
Elmer, why are you listening if you hate me?
Well,
Oh, well, I'm only listening because of Norman. Yesterday because of Patrice. So,
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
yeah, it depends on the guest you have.
That's fair.
Like Joe Rogan when you put them on.
Joe Rogan, oh yeah. Joe Rogan's
Rogan was-
good buddy of mine. Yeah. He was here for 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool of you. But
See?
other than-
See?
other than
See?
your
So I got
show,
something,
show.
right? You don't have to hate me. You don't be hating.
I don't hate you. I just don't like your show.
All right. Well, that's fair.
It's a big difference.
yeah, that's you got a good point. Elmer makes a good point.
Wait, you don't hate her, but you hate her show, but you like all the guests. What part of the show do you not like?
Yeah.
When she talks.
When I talk.
So you don't like her?
Yeah, when she throws.
You really did did you intensely dislike me, or just a little bit? Do I make you mad?
No. It's like, how does she get on the radio?
Like, why does that woman have a show?
Yeah.
She's so annoying.
Yeah.
She never shuts up.
Yeah, I'm just
that voice.
She has a sexy voice. Very sexy voice.
In Dirty Work 2, Norm kills Darian. Like he.
Oh, come on! Don't lie. Please do it.
Dirty Work 3.
No murder. No murder. Just
no murder.
He's a good guy, Elmer. He doesn't like
want
what
me
you
dead.
do, but he doesn't mind you as a human being.
I kind of like him.
Yeah.
Elmer, I'm warming up to you, Elmer.
Really? should.
I know you don't like me, but I'm kind of loving you.
One, I haven't liked you, but I listen.
I don't like you, but I'll listen for the funny guests.
And he doesn't. He won't. He doesn't want to see you murdered.
Yeah, and he also doesn't dislike you.
He just wants to be harmed, not
You're not
killed.
listening closely,
Not
Elmer. He
killed.
doesn't dislike you. He dislikes what you do for a living and how you do it.
Yeah.
But you seem fine to him.
You all right with that, Elmer?
Right on. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, okay.
What's that music? Do you hear music in your head?
Yeah, it's good. It means we're going to break.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah.
I mean, shut up, Darren.
You listen to 106.9 Free FM.
Not point.
106.9 Free
There
FM,
you
the
go.
Darien O'Toole
Excellent. Oh,
Show.
nice. That's beautiful.
Today's guest, Norm MacDonald.
All right. I'm going to keep you. I'm keeping you. I was going to let you go, but I'm not. I'm keeping you. You're staying.
That was the moment?
That was the defining moment right there. I'm having
Damn
fun.
it.
You're not leaving. Nope, they're staying for one more segment.
hungry.
I don't care.
Yeah.
No.
What's that?
Chad's giving me the no. Chad's giving me the no. What's the no?
Why they don't like
I've
us?
got another. Well, I don't care. They can cross, can't they?
We don't have.
What do you mean no?
This hasn't even
What, Kevin
going
Nealon's
that
going to
well.
kick out? What, Kevin Nealon and Norm MacDonald are going to take it on? Are they going to go down? They're going to throw it?
No, Nealon likes being.
Nealon, he's like, Nealon likes me.
No, I'm saying Nealon come in and talk with us.
See, I'm saying too.
I'll be even quieter.
I would like you to stay. That would be
I'd love
nice.
to.
Would you like to stay?
Sure, I'd love to.
Excellent. Okay, Norm MacDonald, more of him. I left them in here alone. Apparently I let them wander. I don't know what I did. I don't know. If I offended them, I don't know. They're gone. For a minute ago, I had Norm MacDonald and Kevin Nealon right in my sights. Now they're both. Oh, there's Kevin. Hello. There you go. Hello, Kevin. My God, you're all so tall. Y'all look so short on SNL.
I have a height range of 5'8" to 6'4".
You what? All right, we have to discuss this. We were listening to this the other day. We thought you were in the building. We thought you were upstairs. You were. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Kevin. I apologize. Yeah, you're on the air. I apologize for everybody on the radio that sucks. And you were on the air with somebody who had no idea. Like she had no idea. She didn't even know you were on Saturday Night Live. She knew nothing.
Really?
Yeah, and
Somebody here?
Somebody here upstairs. Yeah, and they chose it as a best of. It was so bad, and they actually picked it and said, "You know what? We're going to play it back again, just to show how stupid I am." And she played it again, and I thought you were in the building, so we went upstairs to try to find you, but they were off.
I was nowhere to be found.
No, so I'm very happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I've heard so much about this 106.9
Are you okay?
Free FM.
Because you looked a little terrified in the hallway.
No, not at all. I feel very
You got
comfortable
a little
here.
bit attacked by Norm MacDonald.
Hey, Norm, hey. Crack wars.
I don't know where
Is he coming back? I think he's coming back.
I don't know. He went to pee. He's never come back. It's been like 2 hours. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if he's coming back.
He was drinking a lot of water this morning last time I saw him.
I think there might be something going on with Norm. I think he might be busy.
Did you just talk with Norm?
Yeah.
And
we
how
just
was
had
that?
It was great. He was funny.
Yeah, he's a very funny young
He
man.
is a funny man.
Yep. As are you. No, I don't know.
I'm not a funny man.
No, you're not.
No. I'm not a funny man.
We'll give Norm another 30 minutes.
You think?
Yeah.
Have you worked with him in the past? I don't, because I don't even know. I don't even
Yeah, I was
pay
with
attention.
him on Saturday Night Live for a couple of years.
Were you guys
Yeah.
did you cross over?
Mm-hmm.
Because we were talking about the news desk, the fake news, which he made fun of me. The fake news.
Actually, that is not fake news, by the way.
It is. It is.
No.
Yeah, it sure is.
No, it's real news. See, I told you Norm would come back. Norm and
back.
Mike.
Norm's back, but he's been injured.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the fake news?
We're talking about the fake news.
Here's
that
an interesting thing. Here's an interesting thing.
Norm MacDonald, everybody, is back in the building.
That I don't know if Kevin
Nealon's like, I don't know why I'm here.
Kevin will remember or not, but they use the term fake news now like it's a term, you know. They'll say like
it's okay.
Like Jon Stewart does the fake news or anything. But it actually
I love Jon Stewart.
originated when Kevin was the host of Weekend Update. And I don't know if you remember
Weekend
this,
Update.
Kevin.
That's what I was trying to see. That's what
But
I was
I
trying to
came on as the homophobic. Do you remember that?
Keep
talking.
Kevin looks terrified.
I came on as-
Kevin does not look happy. Kevin, are you not happy?
I came on
this
as
is my very
okay?
casual, relaxed look.
All right.
You know, and people would come on to, you know how the Weekend Update works.
Yeah.
And Kevin would bring
How it worked.
Kevin would bring people on, you know, and so I was the homophobic
Guy.
Yeah,
there you go.
And so
Correspondent.
the homophobic correspondent. So I kept going like, anyways, I was talking about the media, the media is, who's watching the media? The media is supposed to be the watchdog, but who's watching the media?
Right.
I mean, we all know who's watching my crotch, this character over here, to Kevin, And then at one point I said to Kevin, why don't you just, go on, you just do your fake news. And I just said it like it's an ad lib.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there you have it.
That's where it's
And that's where it happened. There you go.
where
And we have
fake news
Janet in
started.
Daly City. Janet in Daly City, you're on the air with 106.9 Free FM.
Hey.
Hi, Janet.
But I also think Kevin was the best guy, other than Chevy, to ever do the news.
I agree. I agree
I
with
thought
that.
Norm was the best.
I liked you both.
Because
I
Kevin
really
did it most as a newscaster.
You both cracked. Okay.
And
just
he
flashing
did it
on off
the
there.
hardest way because he did it without any savers or anything.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's really
And
true.
that's the hardest way to do it.
No tricks.
Do you know
And
what
I
I mean,
needed
Kevin?
a lot of savers. That's right. I do remember that.
He needed some-
No, you
yeah.
didn't use them.
I like the way Chevy did it, so I did it that way.
Yeah, Chevy was the best.
He was.
But Kevin was
He
the
was the
second
original.
best.
All right. Hello, Janet.
Yeah, Norm, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember when you were Death on Family Guy?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I
Grim
remember
Reaper.
that.
Grim Reaper. He was the Grim Reaper.
Is the
No,
question
he was actually Death.
I was
Death
deaf.
was actually his name.
Exactly. I was deaf.
Stu's a big fan. Nice to meet you.
Why you didn't stick with it?
Why I didn't stick with
Why
it?
didn't you stick with Death?
Well,
What
because
happened? What went wrong with Death?
I did the first one, and then they asked me to do the second one, and I said, I can't. I'm doing stand-up. I had a stand-up gig,
Oh, okay.
so I couldn't do it.
All right. Here we go.
Good story. Good story.
It is a good story.
So when you do something like that, an animated
Kevin
show,
Nealon, by the way, is
do they
playing at
put you in
Cobb's.
a little recording? Yeah, I'm over at Cobb's. That's
we should
right.
say that.
This
We
weekend.
should mention
Yeah.
that. You're playing at Cobb's.
Yeah.
You're at the...
Norm's over at San Jose Improv.
I'm not trying to, draw lines.
You got
I'm
to
saying.
catch Kevin's stand-up because it's
You do.
fantastic.
Hey, what if one night we just switched? You showed up at Cobb's, and I showed up at San Jose Improv. Who would be more pissed?
Who would be?
Which audience would be
Which
more
audience?
pissed?
Who would be more angry?
I think probably
probably
Norm's audience would be more angry.
I don't know. It's a toss-up.
So when you do Family Guy, is there actually a set there, or do you go into a recording studio?
No, you just go into a recording studio. And
Do you meet Seth, though? Did you meet Seth?
Yeah, I met Seth.
I love
You're like
him.
obsessed with
I'm
him.
totally obsessed with him. I'm
he's
stalking
sexy.
Seth MacFarlane. He is sexy.
Do you actually leave town to stalk him? Because if not,
Yeah,
it's like the
I
worst
was like,
stalking ever.
no, when I did my audition for this show, I was at KLSX down at our sister station in LA, and I was like next door at a fuzzy door, and I was like in the lobby. I was ridiculous.
Have you ever been over to Cobb's?
Oh, of course, I go to Cobb's
good
all the
club,
time.
isn't
I
it?
love Cobb's. It's excellent. Here,
Seats
Kevin
about
Nealon's playing there.
400.
Yeah.
No, I'll be there tonight. I think there's like 2 shows tonight, 2 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. But it's a good club. It's a good club. San Jose Improv's a good club.
Seth might show up.
There you go. Something funny might happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin Nealon's so pissed. He's like,
why do
why
you
am I
say
here?
that? I'm not pissed.
You seem angry.
That's
you
what you
have
said
an
about
angry
me for
demeanor.
the first.
I have a very gentle, kind
You do
demeanor.
not. No,
The
you
least
don't. No,
angry
you don't.
guy I've
You
ever
have
seen.
you have an
No, I'm
angry
telling her.
demeanor. You have like a and I understand you've been on sucky radio shows, and I get that.
I
but
would wait. I saved the best for last, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm so happy this is my last one.
On some level, you think people don't like you
That's
before
what
you
it
even
is.
meet them.
Yes, there's a
There's something wrong with
self-esteem
me.
problem.
Yes.
There.
Because I never saw anger from him.
Never.
Because I assume people just like me. You think everyone hates your guts.
yeah, I go right to that.
Yeah, you got to relax a little bit. We all love you, and we're not angry.
You love me, Kevin?
Yeah.
You do.
Why are you so angry?
What's your issue, Darian?
Hey, Norm, a lot of people ask you, like, who's the worst host
They're
on the show?
interviewing each other.
isn't that
If
the
I
worst
just sit here and
question?
laugh, they'll interview each
What are you
other.
gonna say?
I don't care.
Man, I say nothing.
I say, the books say certain things like that. Tom Shell's book. Have you read that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good book.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that people come out in that Tom Shales book and save people.
Yeah. What happens with that?
Like Will
I thought
mentioned
Tom
the
Hanks
guy.
was great.
Yeah. Like Will mentioned
Who was
the guy
the worst?
that was the worst host.
Who was the worst for you guys?
I would never
Who was
say
the worst one?
even
Oh,
if-
come on, yes, you would.
No, of course
Come
I
on, you would. to
Why
me.
would I say that?
The
Because you
thing
love
about
me.
that show
You
is
just said you love me.
Every host that comes on there is terrified, so they're on their best behavior, and they want to be liked.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
If somebody
It's got to be terrifying. Oh, my God.
It is.
Because you guys are used to it, right? I read a Jay. Actually, I didn't, because I've known Jay Moore for a long time.
Okay.
and I read his book. No, yeah, I know exactly who. But I've known him for a long time, and I had no idea that he was so terrified when he was on SNL. But he was. It was the worst time of his life. Oh yeah, he wrote it in his book.
Right?
Yeah, he
worst
was like
5 minutes of his life.
the worst 30 seconds he ever went through.
Really? You got a book out of it.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
You can't really,
And actually, it was riveting. It was, but he ripped all of you.
Well, it is terrifying to be on that show. Oh, he ripped us? Oh, let me say this
You
about
don't even remember him, do you? You have no idea who I'm talking
Jay
about.
Moore, and this is in his book, but this was funny.
He's like, aha! You have read the book.
No, yeah, I read the book,
Okay.
but I'm not saying anything out of school because he wrote it in his book. But Jay Moore,
didn't say anything about it,
Jay
but
Moore did a sketch called "Good Morning Brooklyn" or something
He's a
like that.
funny guy.
Whatever, I'm telling the story.
He is.
So he wrote he did a
Fine,
sketch.
Jay.
He wrote a sketch called "Good Morning Brooklyn" with Marissa Tomei or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways,
Somebody like that. Something like
so
that.
anyways, a comic phoned in and said, I do that in my act. Jay Moore stole that from my act. So the producer Kenny Amongi goes, well, listen, guys can get different ideas. You can't prove it. And the guy goes, well, actually, I can prove it. And he sent a tape.
Oh, no.
And it was I saw the tape. It was the most hilarious tape. It's the stand-up comic doing the bit. And Jay Moore is in the front row laughing.
No, really?
No way.
Yeah.
Not the front row.
So Saturday Night Live.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The second
Really?
row.
I can't imagine comics
Something
just
less
sitting in the front row.
embarrassing.
So Saturday Night Live had to pay this guy. It's in the book, so.
I didn't know it was in the book.
Did he
That's
ever
good.
admit to taking it, or?
Yeah, it's in the book. It's in his book.
I don't remember that.
He had to admit at that point.
I don't like to read those SNL books. Every time you turn the page, you think something bad's
It's
going to be
always
said
women
about
hate,
you.
and it's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
like they say they hate women, but I mean Tina Fey is on there all the time.
They don't
She's
hate
like the
women.
They don't hate
no. It's so Lauren Michaels loves women.
No, every Valentine's Day he sends like a rose to every woman. Remember that?
Yes,
Norm?
he did.
Each
Did he
woman
really?
on the cast would get a nice long stem
Is
rose.
that true?
Yeah.
That's
the guys
nice.
would get crap.
Who were the women on the show when you were guys?
Who the hell knows who they were?
Yeah.
Well,
Who?
Kevin had
Who now?
very talented women
I
during
don't
his
remember.
time.
They're all
Jan
you all
Hooks,
blend together.
Nora Dunn,
Oh, I
Victoria
love her,
Jackson.
yeah.
I was actually
She's
dating
funny.
Jan Hooks at the time. The first
Were
year
you
I was on.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So he
Did
probably
she?
had. They were probably the most talented women.
You and
since
Jan
the
Hooks were getting to know. This is interesting. You and
No, I
Jan
didn't
Hooks
say
were
we're getting on. I said we're dating.
Oh, yeah. All right. So you're getting nothing.
Yeah.
Kevin Nealon actually had a chance to date Jennifer Aniston at one
Did you really?
It was just like 3 months.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we did a short film together.
What film?
I don't remember.
What are you talking about? No,
It wasn't Leprechaun.
I'm saying,
Please not be
remember you
Leprechaun.
lived in New York and she was a hostess?
Yeah, I never dated her. What happened was, when I first got on the show, there was this restaurant around the corner around my house,
Right.
and there was this really cute hostess in there. It was just a little hamburger place, and I would go in there, and the food wasn't really that great, but I just loved seeing her and looking at her.
Is Jennifer Aniston?
This is in '86 or '87,
Wow.
and then she left. I didn't see her for a long time, and then I run into Jennifer Aniston, 10 years later, and she goes, "You used to come into the restaurant I was hostess at a lot."
No
This is
way!
before she got into show business. And I said, "Really? Which one?" And she goes, and she named the restaurant. I thought, "Wow, see that?
That's good. See,
Good
he's a
story.
powerful man.
Good story."
So he could have asked her out.
I could have.
He was on
He
TV.
could have. He didn't.
One time I was on the show and Jewel was on the show.
Nice.
Oh, with her crazy teeth?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that's
love,
what everyone knows
I
her
love
for.
Her.
Yeah,
I
I know,
love her
the jacked
crazy
up teeth. No, you really? You
Yeah,
like the
because,
jacked up
because
teeth?
I find it cute, and she's just my perfect type of girl. I really like
Yeah,
Jewel.
she's hot.
So I go to the I'm at the show, right, and I'm like, oh man, I'm going to meet Jewel. So she comes out running out. She goes, Norm. Oh. She goes, she hugs me. She goes, I have the biggest crush on you, right? And so I'm in shock, And she's like, are you going to go to the after party? So then I'm playing it cool. I'm like, yeah, maybe, But,
in reality, you're the first one there every week.
So for the whole show, I'm just playing it cool and everything. And she's like, you're going to come, right? Yeah, I'll probably be there. So, but meanwhile, I'm like, I can't wait for the show to be over and go there and, marry Jewel and everything like that. I was all super happy. So then I go to the after party,
Super
right?
happy.
I go to the after party, and I show up late, because
Nice.
Because it's
Keep
the
her
after
waiting.
party.
And here's Jewel sitting all alone in this booth, So I
love
come,
it.
I sit down, talking to her in the booth. All of a sudden, a French dude shows up, right? And she's like, "Oh, this is Pierre, whatever the hell." They start necking.
Pierre, whatever the hell.
Wow.
They start
Pierre,
necking in
whatever
front
the hell.
of me.
So this whole time she was setting you up.
She
You come to
was
the
just-
after party?
she's
No,
playing you.
she
She's
had
playing
a
you, dog.
boyfriend. She was kissing.
Playing you.
So I was like, oh man.
Michael's
No, I don't think she was playing me. I think she really did like me. And so then,
but then she was in.
so this would have been the smart play, right?
Right.
To be cool and nice and everything, because when she broke up with a French guy, then I'd have a chance. But instead, I'm making all these anti-French comments and being a dick, and then she doesn't like me, and then her, she busted up with a French guy and married a cowboy.
Married a cowboy.
Now,
She did too, right?
Who did you have the biggest
Why
crush
are they
on
all
that
married
hosted?
cowboys?
The biggest crush on that hosted?
Yeah. Besides John
All right.
Goodman.
Wait, we have a guest for you. We have
she
people who
cuts
want
off
to
the
Will
joke.
you discuss, please? Allison, you're on 106.9
In
Free
the middle
FM
of
with
the joke. We have
Darian
a-
O'Toole, Norm MacDonald, and Kevin Nealon, who, by the way, is playing at Cobb's tonight. You should go
dude.
see him. Hello, there's the boys.
I just wanted to. Well, first off, I want to say, Norm, I think you're like the funniest
Yes.
in the world.
Yes, I agree. I
Insanely
agree.
funny, and like me and all my friends completely worship you.
Ah, that's nice.
Are you playing in San Francisco?
Kevin who?
They have French
Kevin who
boyfriends.
now?
We're playing in San Jose.
He's at the San Jose Improv.
She doesn't like you enough to drive the hour, but they love you.
Yeah. Biggest fans. San
Kevin
Jose.
Nealon is tonight at
I
Cobb's.
missed like half the show. When are the shows?
I do a good Norm
You could
MacDonald
do
impression
both.
at
You know, you
Cobb's
could do
in
like an
San
early
Francisco.
show with Norm and a late show with Kevin. You could do that.
Oh, Kevin, where are you playing?
Right here at Cobb's in San Francisco.
There you
You
go.
are.
Right in Columbus.
Yeah, we just lost.
Still nothing.
We just lost tickets there.
Still nothing. 5 minutes too far to drive.
Yeah. Anything in my
my
family
house?
room? Yeah.
What's that?
Nothing. Doesn't matter anymore.
Darian's just lost control of the show completely.
Totally.
But
I
yeah,
just giggle.
but
That's all I
I'll
do.
do San Francisco at some point.
Oh, Eduardo, San Rafael. Hello, Eduardo.
She cuts everyone off.
Hey, Norm, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you guys? How are you, Eduardo?
I don't cut everyone off.
I'm
At some point, they
drunk
have to
this
go.
morning. I'm totally on GURP. I'm hammered.
You're what?
But I had to. I'm on GURP.
What's GURP?
Like drinking Cisco and Carlo Rossi.
Oh yeah, sure. I know.
Okay, yeah.
What does that mean?
It's like
What is it?
Thunderbird.
I want to come see you guys tonight. What time are you guys going on?
What time?
together.
Cobb's.
I'm on. Kevin Nealon's on a Cobb's probably about 9 o'clock.
Cobb's
8:50.
9 o'clock.
Okay. Is that East Coast time?
Wait.
That's Gerb time.
It's always GURP time, my friend. I'm looking at my Gucci right now.
Are you Canadian?
I got to say, I'm going to go see Gilbert Godfrey and.
Oh, he's
Ernest
coming in too
Worrell
next week. He's coming in next week.
Next week.
He is. He really is.
Let's live in the moment.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at that? That's funny. He's a good guy.
No, he is.
I like Gilbert.
I like those guys. I like Ernest P. Worrell a lot.
What? I don't know who that is.
Oh, you're talking about from Andy Griffith show?
No. Ernest goes to camp, but he's dead.
He's
you can't
dead.
see
Isn't
him
that guy
anywhere.
dead? Vern?
Norm,
Vern, he's
remake
dead.
that
No, he's
movie?
dead. He's dead. He's dead.
What'd you say?
You
Edward?
cut him off because Ernest is dead?
Never listened
So
to
who did you have a crush on? What guest host?
Daniel.
Jim Varney.
What guest
Yeah,
host did you have
wait,
a crush on?
Daniel.
Dolly
Wait, hello. It's my show.
I never said
Daniel.
Dolly Parton, but I love Dolly
I've
Parton.
lost complete control of this program. Daniel in Vallejo. You're on the Darian
And it
O'Toole
seems like
show.
she's available. It seems like you could,
She did seem that way.
that's what I've heard about.
106.9 Free FM.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Who you talking to?
I'm talking to Daniel. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Daniel.
Norm, how's it going?
Good, man.
Are you coming back to the Bay Area anytime soon? Because I live up
Does
in
anyone
North Bay,
want to talk to
and
Kevin?
I can't go see you in San Jose. And it'd be a cool birthday present because my birthday is tomorrow, but I can't go.
How about a clock radio instead? Darren, can we get a clock
And you
radio?
guys really were the funniest guys on Saturday Night Live.
Have you ever seen Kevin stand up?
I've seen
He's
him
very
stand
funny.
up, but
He's
I've
very
not
funny.
seen him do his stand-up.
His stand up
very
is
funny.
unbelievably good.
It is. It's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah. Norm, did you lose any big money? Well, also, that's what I wanted to know.
Nobody listens on
Kevin,
your.
we're really trying.
I quit sports gambling.
Did you? Don't lie, Norm. You don't have to lie on the radio.
No, I did. I lost a tremendous amount of money on it, and I finally gave it up. I play poker, though.
Oh, I love poker.
No? You coming back to the Bay Area anytime soon and not playing San Jose?
Not playing San Jose.
Yeah, I'm
Like
doing.
that's
Yeah,
not
I'm
the Bay
coming.
Area.
I'm coming to San Francisco in a
I'm
few
cutting
months.
him off, by the way. See? All right. See how I roll? That's how I roll. That's how I roll.
What kind of poker do you play, Norm?
No limit.
No limit?
All right.
Place
More
the money at the
you know
Commerce
what?
4 times
As
in a
long
row.
as they want to stay, I'm letting them because they're funny
18,000
boys.
last
Kevin
night.
Nealon and Norm MacDonald, 106.9 Free FM.
Darian O'Toole. Middays 10 to 2 on 106.9 Free FM.
Last week on Larry King Live, Marlon Brando made the shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by Jews. In response, outraged Jewish organizations made it snow in New York in April. Well, earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them, that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again. While in England, where he spoke at Oxford University, Simpson had defended actor Marlon Brando's criticism of Hollywood Jews. Later, from his island hideaway, Brando sent O.J. a telegram which read, "You're not helping." In Cincinnati, is Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott an anti-Semite? Well, it is beginning to look that way. According to a report out today, on the entire Cincinnati Reds team, there is not one Jewish player. A group of Orthodox rabbis declared that other branches of Judaism are, quote, not Judaism at all, thus challenging the religious status of millions of American Jews. This week, that statement was rejected by Reform leader Rabbi Don Schonstein, who said, quote, our legitimacy as Jews flows from the richness of our Jewish lives, the strength of our Jewish communities, and most important of all, our deep and abiding belief in Jesus Christ.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. Oh, I wish that you would come around.
Finally, folks, next week, Jews everywhere will be celebrating the holiday of Yom Kippur, or as non-Jews refer to it, Wednesday.
Life's too short to exercise. I'm just going to be honest. There are so many better things to do than exercise. We have finite time on this earth. The exercise is such a conspiracy. They go, let's say you spend an hour on a treadmill every day.
So you're working out now and stuff, right?
Yeah, how about you?
I worked out a couple times. I liked it when I was young. I didn't have, you didn't have to work out. You were just in good shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was in my best shape back then. I think I was in seriously, when I was like, when I was 1. That's when
Reached your peak when you were 1.
My God, I look great. You wouldn't know me now. You see me back then. I was young and fresh.
Can imagine. I can imagine.
Even for my age, people would come up to me and go, what, are you 0? But I go to this doctor, and he gives me, they always give me these crazy things. And so he said, I want to, test out your body fat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I'm a really skinny guy.
Yeah.
My whole life I've been skinny. I've been self-conscious about it, Self-conscious.
Right.
And I always had problems with those words. I always thought conscience.
I know.
was
It's
conscious.
fine. Don't worry about it. This is not an elevator with Shriners, so just relax.
So the guy, I said, I don't need no body fat thing, man. I'm a really skinny guy. So he puts these calipers on me,
Right.
and he tests me out. Comes back, turns out I'm fat as well as skinny.
Seems unlikely, doesn't it?
He explained it to me. I'm skinny, but also fat. I'm bones and then fat around the bones. I have a horrible body.
So the guy tells me, you got to get to one of them gyms.
Oh,
you know?
start working out a little bit. Yeah.
So they go to the gym, and holy Lord, have you ever been to one of these?
No, I don't know.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
You got to like, they got the weights, you know?
Yeah.
That's the big thing,
The big
weights.
weight machines, sure.
So you got to like lift the weight. It's really heavy. And then you got to put it down. Then afterwards, lift it again right away. And it's endless. It's like hundreds of lifting. And then afterwards, you're just like sore and you're not big at all. And I don't want to be big. I have no use for being big.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy. I watch some TV. I eat a fish sandwich. I don't got to be big. I don't need abs. What am I going to do with abs? I could show them to my friends. I go, hey, look on my belly. What I got here? Some abs. What are you looking at?
Well, nothing. I'm just, but maybe if you worked out a little bit, perhaps Shriners would leave you alone. Wouldn't be a problem at all.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis, but better anyway. Am I just being too real?
I don't work out. I'm a weak man. You know that, Dennis.
Well, listen, you and I were on the Mount Olympus of weakness.
And not just physically.
Oh, no, in every way.
In every single way. So I told the guy that, and he said he couldn't do anything except for the physical part. But I don't know if he was the best trainer anyway. He was smoking a butt the whole time.
No, that's not good.
That's just a joke. He was a big guy. And but I told him, I said, look, I don't want be big like you. I don't want veins. I have no use for that in my arms, or abs. I don't want abs. I don't even know quite what they are. All I know is they were invented around the 80s. And I don't even know what you do when you get them. You know what I mean? Because you got to wear a shirt. You just go to work and go, hey, you want to see these things on my belly? Everybody's like, no. But so I told the guy, I said, I'm here for one reason and one reason only. I want to have one hot ass.
What kind of computer do you have?
It's a Mac, Norm. It's a Mac.
Mine's a Dell. I like a Dell.
I know, we covered that. There's one piece here I thought you might find interesting. Is Joan Rivers. You were talking about some old
Joan Rivers.
She's old.
She's old, but she's great.
Just kidding.
Still great. Yeah, still great. But she makes her living, lambasting celebrities.
What did she do?
She
lamb what?
Basting.
Lambasting?
Basting. Yeah. Celebrities and.
We might want to put a hard thing over the A.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm trying to rush through this. We don't have a lot, and
all right, we'll spell it all phonetically from now on.
I did that with one of the guys' names here.
Okay, we'll get to it.
She lambasted the Adele.
I love Adele.
British
you ever
pop
heard Adele?
singer Adele.
I heard it for her. And
voice like
great pipes.
She has great pipes.
And lungs too.
Oh, she's a good singer. Yes.
And lungs too.
Rivers.
It would only work if she was a pipe smoker. What? Okay, good.
Anyway, Joan Rivers, she called Adele, who's 24 years old, chubby, while visiting David Letterman on The Late Show.
Oh.
And wisecracked. She sang live and said, my throat, I don't know if I can swallow. And I said, oh, you can swallow.
Oh, come on.
What is her song? Rolling in the Deep? She should add fried chicken.
This is what she said on Letterman?
This is what Joan Rivers said on Letterman about Adele. Rivers didn't back down from her comments, though she revealed Adele confronted her about it. She's a chubby lady who's...
Okay, I don't want to hear any more of this, because Adele is one of my most favorite people.
Really?
Well, she's talented, she's rich, and she's almost as fat as me. I'm a big fat guy now. I don't want to be seen with thin ladies, Then people will think it's... But, look, I know it's wrong to objectify women. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But in our sexual fantasies, I think we do, as men, objectify women, don't we? I always think of Adele, like down on her hands and knees with an apple in her mouth.
So, but That's better?
Better than what?
That's objectifying her.
Yes, I'm saying I think we do that as men.
Okay.
We objectify women, don't we?
Yeah.
What? Don't we? I like Adele. Is there anything wrong with that?
Hey, I like the ladies.
I like Adele. I like a woman who knows her way around a funnel cake.
I thought the joke was...
What about Josie?
How about the joke should be, Adele is mad at Joan Rivers and crushed her. Tipped over and fell on her. Hey, don't mention that name.
I would love to see Adele in concert.
Oh, I thought it was a sexual...
Oh, no. I'd also love to see her on my toilet eating a Reuben.
No, I like chunky women because they're accessible. I don't like have crushes. Oh, the Playboy centerfold. Ooh. I like to fantasize someone either I've been with or who tells me they're wet. You know,
Kathy Griffin.
And they're fat.
Yes, because
So you're like me, but you're thin still.
I got a gut.
You got a gut, isn't it weird? Because I used to be thinner than, I'm not thinner than you, but about the same.
I know,
when I
we
was
never
young.
thought we'd go, is this fat free? Or
Yeah.
Well, I was so skinny growing up, not a joke, but I used to want to go to, my fantasy was I'd go to sleepaway camp, be 300 pounds, and no one would recognize me. It's really sucked being skinny. It was no joke. I'm
Maybe
being serious.
maybe if you're thin, that's why you're attracted sometimes to fat women.
No, you know what the thing is? Now it's cool to be thin. You're a brooding, Rick Ocasek animator. Yeah, you have your head. You know, you know what I mean. Now it's cool.
Nowadays, it's cool to Rick Ocasek.
Still hip.
I'm like this dad who he's 60 but he thinks he knows references. I could mix it up with the kids. I know Marilyn Manson and I know about anime.
Holy shit! Your dad knows about anime?
No. My friend who's 60.
I went to see an Adele concert.
And there was only room for 3 people in the back.
Oh, come on.
Meaning she takes out the... No, But that's what he does. He makes shocks outrage, and then he does fat jokes.
No, I'm not doing fat jokes.
Well, he genuinely would like to see
All I
you.
said was I went to see an Adele concert.
Oh.
And what's the joke?
There's no joke. It was disappointing.
Oh.
Why?
Because she sang a song and the concert immediately stopped.
Why? Because of the occupancy limit?
No,
That was one of my
it's not over
thrills.
till when the fat lady sings. I think.
I thought it could be 80 or more people is dangerous and unlawful. And I thought, meaning
Oh
she
my
took up 80
God.
of them.
You are something else. I thought.
Last week on Larry King Live, Marlon Brando made the shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by Jews. In response, outraged Jewish organizations made it snow in New York in April. Well, earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them, that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again. While in England, where he spoke at Oxford University, Simpson had defended actor Marlon Brando's criticism of Hollywood Jews. Later, from his island hideaway, Brando sent O.J. a telegram which read, "You're not helping." In Cincinnati, is Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott an anti-Semite? Well, it is beginning to look that way. According to a report out today, on the entire Cincinnati Reds team, there is not one Jewish player. A group of Orthodox rabbis declared that other branches of Judaism are, quote, not Judaism at all. thus challenging the religious status of millions of American Jews. This week, that statement was rejected by Reform leader Rabbi Don Schonstein, who said, quote, "Our legitimacy as Jews flows from the richness of our Jewish lives, the strength of our Jewish communities, and most important of all, our deep and abiding belief in Jesus Christ." Finally, folks, next week, Jews everywhere will be celebrating the holiday of Yom Kippur, or as non-Jews refer to it, Wednesday.
Have a seat there, Rashamba. You look beautiful. You look fantastic.
Thank
Does that
you.
hurt what you're wearing right now, or is it's pain?
It hurts me.
You
what you're wearing right now.
What about gifts? Are gifts a good idea? Is that put too much?
Gifts are good. Gifts are really, really nice. But I don't like. I dated a guy once. Well, we dated and we broke up. And to get back together, he gave me like this little G-string outfit. You know, like this little. And I was like, wait a minute. That's for you. That's not for me. So stuff like that is not good. Another guy gave me a keychain. I was going to bring it out, but I couldn't get it off of my keys, so I left it in the backstage. But he gave me a keychain.
Why did you bring out the G-string?
I love that my dirty uncle's here for this tonight. I tell you what you gotta do. You gotta bring out that G-string. You're writing a book.
Yes.
How to be a model.
Yes. The Complete Idiot's Guide to Getting into Modeling.
So like rule number 1, be incredibly beautiful. I mean, what are the things that you can do?
I know rule number 2.
Yeah.
Don't be a midget.
I like guys who appeal to like the little, you know.
Wait a minute! Why are you looking at yourself while she's here?
Because I'm deathly pale. Look, see?
That was good.
I look like Nosferatu.
I love that you're sitting next to Rashamba, who's wearing that, and you're going,
I have one question. What is this fascination that guys have with prostitutes? That's all I want to know.
Gee, let's think about that.
I'll tell you what the fascination is.
Go, Norm, go.
Instead of going out and spending money on a keychain and a G-string, you spend money on sex.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot.
You know, it's so much more informative with you here. You're getting all this stuff that I wouldn't have the nerve to get.
We've got children models, elegance models, and we cover all that. And then we cover trends. You would be a trend.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're different. But in a good way.
I'm getting, I was all happy with the segment and everything, and now I'm all depressed.
No, wait. No, because...
Norm, bring up midgets one last time.
No, because,
Little people.
I'm Clara Turley. Welcome to the Bible Challenge, where we meet and rejoice in our knowledge of the good book.
Praise
the Lord. Let's meet our contestants. Stan Hooper is back. Stan is our defending champion. He's won 47 games in a row. Hello, Stan.
Hey, how's it hanging?
Good. It's hard to believe just a few months ago Stan was living in our halfway house doing odd jobs around the school. And now he's a world-famous authority on the Holy Scripture. How many years were the Israelites in Egypt? And the answer is 430. Stan?
God bless Ruth. God bless Ruth. God bless Ruth. She was named after the biblical figure Ruth, which covers both of our religions.
Thank you.
The book of Ruth was in the Old Testament.
The book of Ruth? Is that really a book?
You're not familiar with the book of Ruth?
No.
Do you know the book of Ruth?
No, but every time you talk about Ruth, you always refer to the chapter of Jonah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
The whale.
Yeah, that's my little joke. And it's not a whale, it's a big fish. One time, Michael Richards, this was before the catastrophe.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm going to go across the country. He would walk on stage and fall and hit it, and the funniest thing I've ever seen. And then he'd start talking about the Bible. And then he said to me, he goes, I'm going to go around the country. Do you think a man could live inside a whale? I go, I don't, you shouldn't sort of talk about it.
Jonah?
Yeah, it wasn't really a whale. It was referred to as a big fish, and then people thought
that's less
whale.
offensive.
I don't even think a whale's a fish, is it, Steve O'Donnell?
It's a mammal.
It's a mammal.
Yeah.
What is a mammal? What's a seal? But a seal, though, does it just hang around the how does it get up? How do they get up on those buoys?
It's a shimmy.
They're shimmy. They must be just pure muscle, the way Ruth's pure spite.
Yeah.
All right.
Pure blubber.
Okay, you know.
No, what?
What's your favorite religious movie?
I loved Passion of the Christ.
Did you?
Although I will say I thought it was very anti-Semitic, because every Jew looked like fucking Lovitz. You know what I mean? They were all like, hook noses and stuff. So I could see the anti-Semitism. But what I liked was the incredible violence. But you know what was strange?
Did they ask them, did you kill Jesus? No.
Of course, David Brenner was the biggest comic ever to come out of Philadelphia.
Well, that's, again,
and he just passed away, and we should talk about him. He's probably watching from, actually probably from down below, getting raped by the devil.
Well,
I mean, that guy had some sins that he died with, but whatever. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying David Brenner led a life that made Sodom and Gomorrah seem like Burbank. I disagree. I don't think the Bible joke is brave at all. I think if you're going to take on an entire religion, you should maybe know what you're talking about. J.K. Rowling is a Christian, and J.K. Rowling famously said that if you're familiar with the scriptures, you could easily guess the ending of her book.
Okay. Are you going to do another special?
Yeah, I'm going to do another kind of a different type of special.
What do you mean?
But, well, I haven't quite figured it out yet, but when I do, you'll be the first to know.
Good.
If Norm was going to build his super team of like a comedy tour, who would it be? Who would you have on that tour with you?
I'd pick Brian Regan.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there'd be three. So it'd be Brian Regan, me, and Chris Bosch.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. No, he's more of just his face.
Yeah, he looks like a Simpson. Right?
Looks like a velociraptor.
Yeah, he does.
A raptor.
He does.
You know what is funny is the other night I was watching when you had Bob Saget on your show, and I videotaped it with my phone.
He sent it to all of us.
Yeah, I sent it to all my friends about the part where you guys were doing the joke thing, and you see, whenever you start talking about black weed, Saget gets so uncomfortable. Hilarious.
Saget is funny. If you hang out with Saget, he's so famous because he had those two shows that were so gigantic, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways, everyone recognizes him everywhere he goes.
Everywhere.
All they ever say is, you're Bob Saget. And then he goes, thank you.
Would you have taken those gigs, Norm?
Oh, no, I would not, no. I've done stupid non-accepting things before. Like one time I didn't accept this thing, because I don't know how anything works, and then it was a cartoon, and then it became a really popular cartoon, and then later my manager said, oh, you would have made huge money off that. I'm like, oh, you should have told me. I thought a cartoon was just made no money, you know. But.
Norm MacDonald's the greatest, dude. Thanks for coming on again. You're always awesome.
Thanks, man. Peace.
All right, take care.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis, but better anyway. Anyway. Am I just being too real? Or is my mind going crazy out here? Or am I losing control of my
You know what's still funny is Cleese.
Oh my gosh.
Hysterically funny.
No.
Eric Idle, not so much, but boy, Cleese. They did a sketch when I was on, Cleese and Palin. It was funny, between dress and air, they went to the museum.
Wow.
They're so smart, you know. Everybody else is hanging out. So, anyways, they did the parrot sketch and another sketch. So I'm running down to see them, you know, you can see them live in dress, you know. I mean, not dress,
yeah, I think because people either didn't know it or they knew it so well, it was like, cool, oh, they're doing it. I heard Lauren introduced me to Michael Palin once, and I felt, it was like the Bill Murray experience, where I'm like, everything I do is just like, like I saw you at 7, you know, like what do you say? And I was just like, hi.
Michael Palin, please don't applaud, we're short on time. Thank you. And I'm John Cleese.
One of my ex-wives died, you know, that it was very sad because it was the wrong one.
I tell you, until I met my wife, I always felt incomplete. Now I'm finished.
My mother will be in a car and we'll be driving and she'll go, Ralph's. She'll just read words on building.
I'm 79.
Yeah. You're 79?
I don't look it, do I?
No, because my mother's 79 and...
She looks old.
Maybe that's the way it is with ladies and men.
I'm 79.
Yeah. You're 79?
I don't look it, do I?
No, because my mother's 79 and...
She looks old.
Maybe that's the way it is with ladies and men.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis, but better anyway.
I had a moment of inspiration, and I'm telling you, Conan, it was the high point of my creativity, because she was, you know, she's probably about 92, and it's not very much fun being 92, I think, because, you know, all the people at the home are dying around you like flies, you know, you're just sort of chatting to someone, and then you go up and get your custard and come back, and he's dead. I rang her up one day, and she was quite seriously, really giving me all the reasons that she didn't want to go on living. And, you know, I felt helpless. I thought, what can I do? And I had this moment of inspiration. I said, Mum, I have an idea. And she said, oh, what is that? And I said, look, if you're still feeling this way next week, I have a friend in Fulham, and I could give him a call if you like, but only if you like. And he could come down and kill you.
And now we return to Sunday Morning with Charles Giraud.
Well, it seems that's all the time we have this Sunday morning. It has come time for us to part, you and I, for I am retiring from CBS News. I have been on the road now for 37 years, and I will miss it. I will miss it much. I will miss the thunder of the big diesels as they roar by me. I will miss the inviting windows of well-stocked general stores reflected in the rearview mirror. I will miss the sight of young cottonwoods and old rattlesnake nests, of winds that blow and rivers that flow. But mostly, I will miss the sex. For that is what brought me to the road in the first place, so many years ago. The promise of sex with a string of anonymous partners across this great land. And oh, how that promise has been fulfilled. There was Thelma Ober, a frail old woman of 75, whose pumpkin pies have been well known to the residents of Cornwall, North Dakota for years. Every afternoon, Thelma leaves her house and strolls gallantly toward town. And wherever Thelma goes, the birds of Cornwall follow. Miss Thelma Ober is known as the Bird Lady, and I had sex with her. I remember Sarah Little, who lived at the end of a long dirt road in the piney woods of Arkansas, and is the best friend a dog ever had. She owns over 450 of them. Oh, and just one more thing. Sarah Little is the town dog catcher. And oh, one more thing. I had sex with her. And I will not soon forget old Ned Harrigan from Monkland, Maine, the proud possessor of a ball of twine 67 feet around. If he ever unrolled it, it would stretch from Monkland, Maine to the Gulf of Mexico. But, of course, Ned didn't want to unroll it. He wanted me to have sex with his wife. And so I did. And wouldn't you know it, old Ned watched. And I think he learned something, as did we all that balmy August Monkland night. Yes, there were hundreds and thousands more. None of them were very attractive, I suppose, even by backwoods standards. But I couldn't care less. What's done is done. Anyway, those days are past now. I will retire tomorrow and busy myself with more solitary diversions. Perhaps you'll find me knee-deep in a bending piece of water known as the Madison River, trying to fool a trout with a bit of floating feather. Or maybe I'll be practicing something called autoerotic asphyxiation. A curious diversion Eric Severide introduced me to, and I've grown quite fond of. And so, tiddly widdly toodaloo. All I want is to stay with you, but here I go. Goodbye.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got a chance to break away.
Where's Norm?
Oh, Shelley. In the 6 weeks you've been gone, he's been under a lot of stress lately, and there's something I ought to tell you about Norm.
Oh, my God.
Oh, hey, Shelley.
Norm, what happened?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I got a new shirt. You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a big fat guy now.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's this Mr. Smarty Pants, he's one of those astrophysicists. I don't even know if that's what he is, but he's a smart guy who talks about the universe. He says the universe is blind to our sorrows and indifferent to our pains. Have a nice day.
I love Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Now that's a clever little quip, but there's a mistake there. Not a typo or anything. I mean a mistake in the theory. Because can anyone tell what the mistake in the theory is? I didn't until I saw Norm MacDonald. Norm MacDonald caught it. He says, Neil, there is a logic flaw in your title little aphorism and seems quite telling. That seems quite telling. Since you and I are part of the universe, then we would also be indifferent and uncaring. Perhaps you forgot, Neil, that we are not superior to the universe, but merely a fraction of it. Nice day indeed.
Oh.
Boom, bam. So that's how our brains are conditioned in the Western world to see ourselves as separate from the universe. We're not separate from the universe. We are the universe. We're not separate from life. We are life. And there is no opposite of life. You go, what do you mean? There's death. Death is the opposite of birth. There is no opposite of life.
We're all interconnected.
We're all one energy. And that's what Neil deGrasse Tyson forgot. That there isn't the universe and us. We are the universe. So the universe really isn't isn't blind to our sorrows and indifferent to our pains. It recognizes it through us. We are the consciousness of the universe. We are consciousness expressed through us. So why does the universe even happen? Why does the universe? So it can know itself. So we can expand, create, look at it, and now we're the eyes and the consciousness of the universe. We can see ourselves. Anyway, I just thought that was pretty interesting that a comedian outsmarted a smarty pants.
You know what we should rap on?
Disco Duck.
No. A Billy Baldwin story.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I think you can hear me.
Yeah, I think you can too.
That's something.
We also love Billy Baldwin, and I don't know if there's any kind of cool.
No, we
stories.
love that story.
Yeah, the story of you when you first learned to do the Billy Baldwin impression.
Yeah.
Like we're really bad at like setting it up.
Yeah,
Like whispering into. That's
Tell him to set up the Billy Baldwin.
Before the Michael Jackson time, I went out with a girl, and we were at her house, and we were watching Sliver.
Oh yeah.
And she said, you almost something, you kind of look like him. And so then I just went home and was like, I need to look like Billy Baldwin because she likes him. And so I just figured out that his face is just always. He's just always like.
How does he do that with his face?
Unbelievable.
And he's just everything he does is just always doesn't move.
Jim Carrey can do that with his face.
Yeah, I mean that's it.
But I haven't seen anybody else be able to do that with their face before.
I can't at all. Jeff Richards does it a little, but that's unbelievable. That was unreal.
You're very sweet.
How does it go again?
But it's just, it's the Baldwin. They all go there a little bit at some point. Every time there's one, sometimes you'll see a little Alec will go there.
Did you have Alec Baldwin? You must have.
Oh yeah, every season pretty much.
He's amazing. I don't know what he's doing now.
He was unreal.
Weird tweets.
But he's being caricatured on Saturday Night Live, like quite mercilessly by Alec Baldwin. Like, is it funny to you? Is that funny?
No. The only reason I don't find it funny, when I was there, Daryl Hammond did Donald Trump, and that shows how far back Trump goes, because that was 20 years ago. But Daryl did him then. It was a softer Trump. I think it was a Trump that was a lot closer to his real self. But the problem with if you do an impression of someone, you have to like that person, because you're playing the person, and people like themselves. So you can't play someone and have contempt for them at the same time. It doesn't work as an impression. So I don't like his impression, and I have no political affiliation. I just mean from a comedy level. He used to come when he was a lot younger, I guess, because it was when I started, which was 20 years ago, and he was married to Kim Basinger, and he complained about her, like, she's the most beautiful woman. He goes, fucking wife. She bought a town. He was mad because she bought a town. Which
a town? She bought a whole town?
Yeah,
oh my
God. So their credit score went down a little.
Gosh, Robert, I can't tell you how great it is to have you on the program. The work you've done over the years, just top notch. Well, it must make you very happy. Huh?
A little bit.
Yeah. I saw Marvin's room, and I have to say, just a fine piece of work. Robert. It's a great cast. You got Meryl Streep, Diane Keaton. Oh, and who I particularly enjoyed in the film was Chong.
Yeah, he was good. He was very good. We're filming Taxi Driver. Marty turns to me. He says,
Oh, let me guess. Probably said this. Yeah, you enjoy the shrimp? Yeah, you enjoy the shrimp? Hey, you know who I bet really enjoyed the shrimp? Chong.
But the coolest thing he did, he walked in and he threw a whole bunch of cigarettes. Like he had 12 packs of cigarettes.
Oh, wow.
And I thought that was really cool. He was very, some of the hosts, as you know, were not very involved in the writing.
Yeah, no, he was totally.
He could have been a cast member.
He really could have been a cast member, yeah.
Can you name all the Baldwins?
Yeah, I was just trying to show off.
Oh, Daniel
I'm slowly
Baldwin?
also turning in my chair.
I bet I know your favorite Daniel Baldwin movie.
Yeah.
Is it Trees Lounge?
That's up there.
I don't know. I'm just
Didn't
guessing.
he do Attack of the 50-Foot Woman or something?
I don't
The
know.
remake with Daryl Hannah
Oh, I would have guessed Gina Davis.
or something?
Yeah.
Or she did that?
Attack of the 50-Foot.
Or
What are the best things in your life right now?
The best thing is my son.
I would like to say to Eugene Levy that there's no reason to be ashamed of your son. My son only this morning punched me in the chest really hard.
How was your summer? What'd you do? Anything good?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. I have a little boy, you know.
How old's your son?
He's 6 years old.
Oh, that's great.
I want to say 6. And he's a lot of fun. I do things with him, you know. We play and stuff.
What do you do? What kind of things?
I took him to Disney World.
Well, there you go.
Down in Florida. You ever go there?
I've never been there, no.
Well, you don't have, you're barren. Not barren, but
That's
you have
right,
no
I'm
children.
barren. That's right, I'm barren. I'm infertile.
Only
That's right.
ladies.
I can't possibly have children. What's your son's name, Timmy?
Little Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah,
Dylan.
yeah. Dylan. Not little.
Name for Bob Dylan?
Yeah, I named him for Bob Dylan, and I thought, hey, man, nobody's going to be named Dylan. That's a cool name, because when I was a kid, I always read Dylan...
Thomas?
Dylan Thomas, a Child's Christmas in Wales.
Yeah.
And so I said, hey, nobody will have that name. And then everybody has that name, because they had that kid on 90210. This is too long, right?
I'm so glad you're back, Norm. We haven't seen you in quite a while.
I missed you, man.
Yeah, glad to see you. How have you been, and what have you been doing?
Oh, man, nothing compared to you. Congratulations on young Harry.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's a good
appreciate
boy,
that.
I
Nice fella,
understand.
yeah. You have a son also?
I have a son, yeah, a little older. He's, I want to say... He's 10 or 15.
Yeah.
The point is this. I want to give you a little advice. First of all, they get less cute.
Oh, see, yeah.
And you got to, when they're young, you got to do certain things. For instance, because you love your child more than anything,
Right.
obviously. And when I was young, and I had my little boy, Dagwood.
Name is Dagwood.
I named him after the literary figure Dagwood Bumstead.
Yeah.
Now, his name is Dylan.
Dylan,
Named after Dylan Thomas, because my father read me a Child's Christmas in Wales every Christmas. So, when the kid's young, as Dylan was, I used to play basketball with him, and I would always let him win, because I figured that was the thing to do as a father. Now, he's 16 years old, and he can beat me easily.
Oh.
Now, he thinks that he's always been able to beat me. I told him, I said, no, I used to let you win. He's like, no. So my advice is beat the hell out of Harry.
While I can.
While you can.
Yeah. Not sure that I can even now. Now, Norm, I remember years ago you told me that you were there for the birth of your son, and I always remember this. And you said that was the most exciting thing you had ever participated in. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes. And then what happened?
I took crystal meth.
No, you didn't.
I didn't know what you were getting.
No, that's right. No, and then you said a couple of weeks later you went skydiving.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that was what it was. Yeah. Or hang gliding. Yeah, hang gliding. And how was that compared to the birth? It was.
This was a joke I did at one point?
I have to do your act for you now? Is that what it's come to? And you said that was much more exciting than the birth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what's.
Pleasure in my son being happy.
Ah.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
He's, 10, 15?
You liar! He's 6. He's a 6-year-old. You just about you've had sex in the last 10 years.
No, my son's 16 years old. He's 6. No, he's 16 years old.
He's 16.
Yeah.
So is he a confidant? Do you call him and, do you ever share personal, trials and tribulations and triumphs?
I would never do that to a child.
He's 16.
Well, I mean,
As you have said, he can't be a child forever. When are you going to put the hard realities of life on him?
Well, that's an interesting question. That is an interesting question because I actually have love for my son.
Yes.
like deep,
Of course.
deep love.
He's your son.
And so I don't want to damage him with
The way you were damaged.
With the harsh realities.
damaged. I don't know. I had a great.
No,
but
you're
I
broken.
don't want to damage him with any viewpoints I may have, because he's not ready yet for reality. I think children aren't ready for reality for a while. But I do tell him that education is pointless and things like that.
What does his mother say?
She thinks that he should go to college and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should.
And you're
Not
like,
everyone can grow up
don't
and be a
waste your money.
comedian.
Yeah, I'm saying it's just arbitrary nonsense. You know, it's. I tell him even the classes he takes now, it's just ridiculous. You know, that algebra has no meaning and none
Unless
of this
he
stuff is.
becomes an engineer.
Well, unless he becomes.
Do you have no hope for this
Unless
child?
he becomes a math teacher, math professor. But I mean, you know, you think it's a coincidence that they have 6 subjects out of 10 billion that they teach in school?
And then
That's
you
just
pick
completely
one of the
arbitrary.
10 billion to focus on.
No, you have to.
You
they
need
don't
basic
teach you 10
math.
billion.
You need basic language. It's lovely when the school has art or music, which none of them do anymore. A little
Yeah.
PE to keep us from getting fat. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, no, they have
Well,
some good
science,
ones.
some
They
of the
have some
basic
good
science stuff. Sure they do. Of course they do.
No, I tell him if he wants to go to college, he should have a goal, you know, to be.
He can't. He's 16. No kid at 16 has a goal. Their goal is like to be a rock star. Oh, you know
Or
what I'm
have
gonna do?
sex.
Well,
right.
I mean, that's actually the goal.
Does he want to have sex? Or did you tell him, oh, don't bother with that? There's nothing for you in that. It's just repetitive. It's over and over.
I would
Same thing.
discuss something like that with him. I hold him in too high esteem to discuss it.
We're super short on time. I've already missed my traffic thing. I'm fascinated. I don't know whether to slap you or hug you. Like, seriously, I feel like someone needs to shake you and knock some sense into you. We are going to take a short break.
Or maybe you.
What?
Maybe you.
Knock sense into me? No, I'm doing fine. I'm good over here.
Oh, me too.
No, you're not. I'm telling you. I know from broken people, Norm MacDonald.
You say I don't listen. I tell you I try. And we both got our own problems. But I still.
Is that a seal? A
It was
baby
sort of,
seal?
I was being a sarcastic prick.
Okay, I
actually, was
get
what
it.
I was doing.
I got you.
But you know, it's hard. You know, with the Web-O-Vision's hard. It's never really going to work perfectly. You know,
Yeah.
we got a baby seal, we got a ferret,
Listen.
and no audio, but we can comment on it.
We got Steve in the studio using just old-fashioned TV techniques.
Yeah,
Hey,
this is somebody calling in.
how are you?
Funny.
I do that on my
Baby
Skype.
seal calling in from Canada.
I do that.
seals?
I do that too on my Skype with my friends. I get like little dinosaurs. I'm like, I am going to eat you. My name is Stegosaurus and stuff like that. But this guy's not very good. I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's a big delay.
Yeah, some sort of delay. Well, let's not take a
that's
call
not
for a
fun.
minute. It's
Let's just talk, man.
Yeah,
Let's just talk.
It's just not fucking
Let's
working.
just 3 guys from Canada
Yeah.
that were, you know, where were we 20 years ago? I don't know.
Here, I think.
Wait, I wasn't here. You were here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, I was.
How long have you been in Los Angeles for?
I guess 14 years.
14
I mean,
years.
I was here for a little bit before I went to New York. But.
Have the hills always been on fire every year as much as they are right now? Can we get a shot of that, by the way? We actually have a shot that we're literally right across the street from the burning hills of Los Angeles. Can we get a shot of that? Yeah.
Your twins were born here. Norm? Your twins.
Yes, your twins. Your twins were born here. Your twins are here
So your twins.
right now.
Twins.
Well, I don't have a camera, so I can't.
Okay. Okay, wait, well, we'll get a shot of the fire in a minute. Your 2 sons are here tonight. This is a very, this is great. I wasn't sure if they wanted to be on the show or not. Those are your 2 sons are here tonight. This is a real fun. I'm glad you guys finally made it up here too. This is great. Yeah, you guys gotta come up here more often.
Should.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is good. Now, Norm, yeah, are you going to bring your twins up more often?
Oh, here now? Yeah, they can come out if they want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
They'll
mean
come on the show?
do a sketch or something?
Well, no, I was just saying in the future.
Sure.
But if they
No,
want
they
to
can
come
do
on
it
right
now.
now.
Yeah, sure.
Do they want to come
See
on?
if we get up and give them the links.
You guys don't have to leave, though. You guys
No,
gonna
no,
leave?
we'll be here.
We'll be in the audience.
Okay. They're going to do a sketch?
Off the camera, and I don't know what this is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the internet right now. We're
I should hold the box.
trading seats here. Norm's twins are
nice.
Dylan and
Dylan.
Dylan, yes.
Yeah. Creative with the naming.
How you doing, Dylan?
Good. How are you?
How are you?
Wait, is that gonna work?
I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Okay, there you
There we go. There we go. You're Dylan and
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah.
You're both named Dylan.
Yeah.
Both named Dylan. Okay, good.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, this is great.
Yeah.
So, both named Dylan, really?
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, that's good. And again, you've never been up to the show before?
No.
Yeah.
First time. We got to see Conan and this tonight.
This is a lot of fun.
Double header. Yeah.
And you guys have been to my hometown of Ottawa. You have?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because we're from Ottawa. You know, your father and I grew up maybe only 10 blocks away from each other in Gloucester.
Gloucester.
He grew up on Jasper, and I grew up on Monson.
Those were your streets?
If you look on your Google Earth, Jasper and Monson and Beacon Hill are not too far away from each other.
Did you have a lot of play dates?
No, because we didn't know each other when we were kids. We didn't know each
really?
other when we were kids. But then when I was about 15 years old, I started going down to the Yuck Yucks, and Dad was on coming through Yuck Yucks all the time on stage, and I was a huge fan. And now we're here hanging out. This is a nice little connection here, right? This is, you know?
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Your sons are here. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. I mean, this is,
Where should I go?
you guys come sit. You sit right here in the middle, Dylan. You sit right in the middle, and Norm, you sit down right here. Yeah, just like this.
Why do I have this big giant mic? Okay.
Yeah. And look,
can
look
use
who
this
we have.
if
We
you
have a
want.
caller here
That's
over
all
here.
I don't want.
We have a
We
caller.
have Cody on the air as well.
Oh, Cody looks interesting.
Oh,
There's
okay,
a
cool.
chair for you if you want there too.
Oh, you sit on that. Really?
That's pretty good.
Where'd Steve go? He doesn't want to. He gave up? Or?
have any kids here.
Cody, do you have a question for Norm and his sons?
Oh, here's a good one.
Yeah, well, the joke was a bit wordy.
Do you have any other color jokes? I mean, he's just blue and yellow.
Did you just say, do we have any other colored jokes?
I knew you were going to say that.
Fucking Jimmy the Greek over here. I don't want to.
Jimmy the Greek.
How about Jimmy the Greek gets kicked out for being a racist? Meanwhile, they call him the Greek. On TV. Mr. Musburger.
Yes, sir.
People that you've worked with, and if you're in, now listen, you were on TV for years with a guy called Jimmy the Greek.
Jimmy the Greek.
And which I always found odd that he was thrown out for racism. Everybody called him the Greek. But here
You're right.
you had a bookmaker on the program.
I did.
Which I found fascinating. But were there a lot of guys in sportscasting that developed gambling problems? Or not problems? It's
No,
fun.
you mean, yeah, exactly.
By the way, he's got another Greek bookmaker sitting right next to him.
There we go. I was about to say, I've got Chris
He has not changed a bit in that regard. So.
You know, Norm, it was fascinating because I'm going to be perfectly honest. I knew next to nothing. I mean, I knew you could bet on games and on point spreads, and Bob Martin was a legendary. But the Greek would always take me over to the Barbary Coast, and Michael Gunn, who owns the South Point, he was operating the Barbary over there, and Jimmy
Good
Vaccaro.
steak. Good steak.
Best.
Yeah.
You know, he moved Michael's from Barbary right down here to the the South Point, as you know. So I said to the Greek one, I said, Greek, well, you like going over to the Barbary? I call him the Greek. Hey, Greek. You know, it was unbelievable. He's sitting around. Greek, come on, let's go out here for having dinner. And
Greek, you have to go. You're racist.
I never really thought
the most racist
when you
Greek
think about
there
it.
is.
When you think about it, he's absolutely. What do you like going to the Barbary Coast for? Hey, parlay cards, ties win. that was why the Greek would go to the Barbary Coast, because you were the only guys that has ties winning.
That's a big thing.
He knew value. Yeah. He knew value.
That's a lot of EV on the ties win.
Yeah, we still run that ties win card, and I got to make it every week, and I got to tell you, I hate that.
They do not. They don't
Mr. Greek doesn't like it. No.
I remember they lost money for a while on those 10-point
3-team parlays. I don't know if they do those anymore.
We don't do those anymore. We got wised up on that.
You say I don't listen. I tell you I try. And we both got our own problems. But
A reporter from WRC-TV was asking questions about Martin Luther King's birthday and the progress blacks have made in society. There, CBS sports commentator Jimmy the Greek Snyder gave his impressions of blacks in coaching in the National Football League. His answers could raise as much controversy as the statements by former Dodgers executive Al Campanis last April on ABC's Nightline news program.
Yeah, pretty soon they're going to have to equalize it for the blacks, for the Greeks, the Jews, and for everybody. I mean, let's make it equal for everybody, you know.
And is it equal? What about in sports?
Well, they've got everything. If they take over coaching like everybody wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them. So black talent is beautiful. It's great. It's out there. So the only thing left for the whites is a couple coaching jobs.
Yeah, but maybe we need to get more black coaches, don't you?
Oh, it's all right with me. Okay, well, I'm sure that they'll take over that pretty soon, too.
Let me ask you here, and I saw this, and you were never funnier when you hosted the show here recently, last couple of months. Oh, yeah, you were very, very funny. As you said at the time, if I wasn't funny then, how could I be funny now? Yeah, right, and then you went on to demonstrate. In any event...
I want to take a look at the moment when, after you'd gotten, you lost your job at Saturday Night Live, they then invited you back on to host, like 18 months later, right?
Yeah, it was odd.
Yeah, and you were kind of musing on stage in your introduction about what had happened since you obviously weren't funny enough to be on the show, but now you're suddenly funny enough to host the show, and this was your explanation.
I was ruminating.
You were ruminating. Let's take a look at your explanation.
Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, well, you'll see later. But okay, so let's recap. The bad news is I'm still not funny. The good news is the show blows.
I remember when I was doing that, and you can hear it if you listen to it, but the writers booed during that, After not writing anything for the entire show, they booed.
It's ballsy. It's a ballsy thing to do. I assume you wrote that. Did you run it by, you must run it by, you must do the dress rehearsal and run it by the producers and the writers.
I was going to do a thing that I thought would be really cool, and I was talked out of it. But I was going to do the monologue and then leave and let them do the rest of the show by themselves, which I thought would be good for the show, because it would be, they'd have to band together and, work around the fact that the host wasn't there and stuff like that.
This was of course in a period when Letterman had he still hadn't gotten over the fact that he'd been fired by NBC and hadn't gotten the Tonight Show right. And you went on Letterman, and I still remember seeing this. He was just fired up with anger and fury on your behalf at the pinheads at NBC. What did that mean to have Letterman at your back?
Oh, Letterman was so kind to me. Yeah, one thing about being fired was a lot of cool guys I really loved, mostly Letterman, he's my favorite guy ever. But Letterman and Stern and Gary Shanley and all these, Chevy and all these guys jomped to my defense, which was really nice. But especially David Letterman, because he was the reason I got into stand-up, and he's the reason that I love comedy so much.
I was asking you about the driving thing, because Norm doesn't drive. We learned that last time. And then I was listening to the Howard Stern show the other day, and I heard Artie Lang telling another story about Norm, which I thought was really funny and worth telling here. Again, I heard this on Howard's Sirius radio show. Artie was saying about how, I didn't know that you got fired from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was just cast member decided, I'm going to go do other things.
No, I got fired.
You got fired because they said, what? It was you say that they told you weren't funny enough.
Yeah.
And then the show really started to suck, right? And this is when SNL went through its most unfunny period. And then they asked Norm to come back to host.
That's right, they did. Yeah.
So he's like, wait a minute, I'm not funny enough to be on the cast, but I'm funny enough to come host. So there was a couple ideas, one of which was Norm was going to come in, do the opening monologue.
Oh, Artie said that? Artie said that?
Yeah, he's telling the story.
Oh, that was I had an idea. I think I know what you're... Yeah.
And the idea was to go out and do the opening monologue, because you know how now the host is like in every... It didn't start that way, but now like whoever hosting the show, he's in like every single sketch.
Artie said this on the air?
Yeah. So I guess the one of the thoughts, and he said that you obviously ended up not going through with it, and you thought about it for a minute.
Did it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this I was like,
it would have been the coolest.
That would have been the greatest thing.
Yeah.
He was going to do the opening monologue, get in the elevator, and then leave because it's a live show. But he was just going to bail because his character is going to be like in all the sketches, which is not.
I thought it would be actually good for the show because it would make the show exciting after I left. They'd all be scrambling and figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
See, I didn't know that they fired you.
Yeah.
I wept a little for you because
I already tell every story I ever tell.
Well,
you know how many comics out there don't give a fuck, but kind of still do. You have to kind of still do to eat. That guy
Norm
truly
doesn't. He's so fucking funny.
One of my best opening monologue jokes ever. Did you ever see? Remember that whole thing when he was doing Weekend Update and they told him to make it funnier. So he didn't. He just was more Norm the next week. So eventually, of course, he gets fired. So then he goes off into the Hollywood world. He's got a TV show or a hit movie or some shit. So now they bring him back to guest host on SNL. And I'm going to butcher this, but he kind of came out. He's like, yeah, so, people know I got fired from this show. So now they got me back hosting, which means either I got a lot funnier or this show sucks. That's what he opened up with. And I know that wasn't approved. Sorry for the bad Norm. I'll have Jay Moore on to make up for it.
That was a great Norm.
And come to think of it, I got addicted to you. Oh, no, no, no. And come to think of it, I need somebody like you. Oh, no, no, no. I need someone like you. Ladies and gentlemen, Norm MacDonald.
You're very kind. You know, in the, what's that? Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That is my name. You know, when the people here asked me to do the show, I gotta say, I felt kind of weird, I don't know if you remember this, but I used to actually be on this show, I used to do the Weekend Update news routine. You remember that? And, yeah. That's where I did the make-believe news jokes, That was me, right? So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. So you see, they fired me because they said that I wasn't funny, Now, with most jobs, I could have had a hell of a lawsuit on my hands for that, but see, this is a comedy show. So they got me, you don't want it. But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show? How did I suddenly get so damn funny? It was inexplicable to me, because a year and a half, let's face it, is not enough time for a dude to learn how to be funny. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, you know, well, you'll see later. But okay, so let's recap. The bad news is I'm still not funny. The good news is the show blows. All right, folks, we got a bad show for you tonight. Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Eminem are here. We'll be right back.
Welcome Norm MacDonald, everybody. Hey, Norm. Yeah, they love you, Norm. They love you. They love you. No, you. All right, that's enough. That's enough. You're making Norm nervous now.
Is an exceptionally funny man. He's an actor, comedian, and former news anchor for Saturday Night Live. Next week, comedy history will be made with the premiere of Sports Show with Norm MacDonald. You can watch it Tuesday nights at 10:30 on Comedy Central. Please welcome Norm MacDonald.
How's it going, Jim?
Good. You scared me.
What?
I don't know. I felt like you were coming to attack me or something.
No. I like getting out of here fast. I find people don't like people walking. You know, right to the jokes, get jokes in.
Some people really milk it, the walk out to the thing.
Yeah.
I admire that in a way, because I don't have that kind of confidence to stand there and to do this.
Oh, to do the big thing and wave and everything.
Sometimes they go in and there's handshakes.
And so people don't care too much for you.
Yeah.
Not you, me.
Yeah, or us, together.
Please welcome one of our oldest friends, Norm MacDonald. Let's get him out here.
What a crowd. You guys are great, I'll tell you that. I've been on a lot of shows, but there's no better crowd than you right here, I'll tell you that.
You're a pro. You came out here, you lit this crowd up.
I'm just telling the truth.
You're a truth teller. Please welcome Norm MacDonald. That's a can-do, Norm. You came charging out like
that. Yeah, because Peter, look at this audience, man. They don't care about that. Why? They like jokes.
One of the funniest guys around, Norm MacDonald. Is there a problem there? What's the problem?
No, nothing. It's just speckled water.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. You got out fast.
Yeah. I want to get right to the jokes. That's what the people are here for. They're not here to see a guy walk from there to there.
No, I've never seen anyone care about the customer more than you.
I love this audience, man.
Try to at least do comedy. I hope most of my evolving comes from being a decent person, but I'll tell you, make no mistake about it. A lot of it comes from, I don't want to be one of these comedians on the wrong side of history. And I fucking love comedy, but if you go look at old stuff,
yes.
Whew, God damn it, aren't comedians today going, that's embarrassing?
Yes.
And by the way, you could say this, well, whenever you look at comedy 30 years later,
No, Rodney Dangerfield, I'm punching the wall.
I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Now, last week I told my wife I need a home improvement loan. She gave me $1,000 to move out. I'll tell you, my wife, there's always something, you know? Well, the other day I called her up. I said to her, honey, I've been thinking about the last time we had sex. I'm getting excited. She said, who is this?
I'm not talking about that it's whether it was funny then or not. How much of it is racist or sexist or homophobic?
Sure. Yes.
Fluffy, the audiences are liking it. So now I think about it today, because so quickly you can turn into doing the same thing.
Sure.
You're like, so you got to be very aware of it. And that's
You've
why
got to look into the future. It's like the word retard.
And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard.
some people are holding on to it, and it's amazing because before you argue with it, they should stop saying retarded. I like to ask two questions. I go, number one, because you have to find out about their past. And if they answer these questions differently, I give them the different speech. I go, do you think Jew me down? Do you think we stopped it because we shouldn't have had to, but people are so PC? And if they went, no, that's horrible. I think crude is funny. I think crass is funny. Crude, crass, it fucking makes me laugh. Again, just be crude and crass towards the right things. Because I think what everyone's saying is, God, can't we have a sense of humor? Can't we laugh at each other? Most comedians that use that on stage, that line a lot, can't we laugh at each other? Can't they laugh at each other? I want to go, of course we can laugh at each other. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not your question. Your question is, can't we laugh at each other? Stereotypes have been overdone.
Yeah,
can't we?
Like, you're gay, I'm straight, this guy.
Do you think we stopped saying N-rig, which means, or N-rich, or nigger-rich, or nigger-rig, which were terms that some people are going, were they terms? Because, well, it's a fine. Or do you think we just shouldn't use people?
Or what'd they say when you, stop with that joint there, you're getting spit on it.
So, no, hold on a second.
Huh?
So most people would say that we stopped those things because it was egregious.
Yes.
I know what I'm saying.
I know.
And so you have to say, so if the answer, that's saying, I didn't need to be honest with my feelings, but I go, and whenever anybody says I don't need to be a woman about it, you know what they're really saying? It's like when people go, I don't mean to be a Jew about it. Well, you just were. So you can't just erase it. You can't go, normally I would pay full price, but a little Jew slipped in me. I got a little Jew in me, but not normally I wouldn't Jew you down.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying.
No, he said that the other night. He said,
I never said a Jew slipped in me.
I thought you said a little Jew slipped into you.
I know it's time to close my eyes to what and open up to new friends. Leave my heart in Berlin, where the tables turning, seeking out the.
What about this one time I was auditioning for this is the first time I was ever in America, and I was auditioning for the Joan Rivers show. So me and Howard Busgang were from Canada, and we got the show. I didn't do it, but we got the show along with Mario Cantone. Mm-hmm. And so Mario Cantone, we were at the Hyatt, and me and Howard Busgang and this other guy are smoking a joint. I'm not smoking, but they're both smoking this joint. So I say, why don't you invite Mario Cantone over? I'm sure he likes it. Weed, comedians. So phone up. Mario Cantone goes, I'll be right over. So he comes over with his lover. Clearly they had been just fucking, like sweat, red faces, everything, right? And so they go, yeah, we'll take some. They're smoking it so fast, and they're obviously using it as an aphrodisiac, to go back. Then they hand it back, all this spit. Now this was in a very serious time of AIDS.
What are you, Norm, are you okay? I mean, and I love your
No, I'm just saying, Howard Busgang smoked that joint.
What's this have to do with them and they're just fooling around?
Hey, Twitter world, this is yours truly. Now, coming soon to Twitter, you'll get to read all my thoughts and opinions on just about everything. Now, there's a lot of fake OJ accounts out there, so this one, at the real OJ32, is the only official one. So this should be a lot of fun. I got a little getting even to do. So God bless. Take care.
Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab two people at the same time. In a brilliant move during closing arguments, Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran put on the knit cap prosecutors say O.J. wore the night he committed the murders. Although O.J. may have hurt his case when he suddenly blurted out, "Hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat." Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California. A down-and-out O.J. Simpson, depressed that all of his money-making ideas have failed, has decided to go back to doing what he does best, killing people.
Hey, Twitter world. You know, for years, people have been able to say whatever they want to say about me with no accountability. But now I get to challenge a lot of that BS and set the record straight. More importantly, I'll be able to talk about everything, especially sports, fantasy football, and even politics. But for now, let me just say to my fellow fathers out there, happy Father's Day. And God bless.
All right, welcome back to the big show. Let me just get rid of this doll of steak. So, Paul is working out today. You know what health club I work out there, don't you, Paul?
No, which one?
Work out at Crunch. So this waiter comes to our table, Paul. He's one of the real oily guy. You know those kind of guys, real oily. He looks right at me. He gives me one of these, like, "Hey, enjoying your shrimp?" Enjoying it.
So, he wanted to know if you enjoyed the shrimp. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, enjoy your shrimp? Finishing the cool down when this big hulking man walks up, a big guy, looks me right in the eye, and he gives me one of these. He goes, you got any gum? You got any gum?
He asked you for some gum.
Yeah, that's right. Hey.
He's not on the show.
You got any gum? Crunch. First guest here on the program, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves, Robert De Niro.
You two have a good time, I'll give you that. You know, it reminds me of the time that Marty and I were making Taxi Driver. We're filming Taxi Driver. Marty turns to me, he says,
Oh, let me guess. Probably said this, probably. Yeah, you enjoy the shrimp? Yeah, you enjoy the shrimp? Hey, you know who I bet really enjoyed the shrimp? Chong. Hey, what about basketball, though, huh? The Bulls have already lost two. What do you think of that?
I think my appetite for unconventional sex knows no bounds.
You got any gum? This is Jenna Elfman. Good night, everybody. Yeah, Paul, Rob Lowe and the Spice Girls will be on. Do you enjoy the Spice Girls, Paul?
Spice Girls, yeah.
Yeah, well, they'll be on the show.
Paradise with your body, I don't wanna share. We're making dynamite. Explosive love intentions building in the air.
You did on Saturday Night Live was the Letterman impression.
Right.
Did you have to clear that in any way or check it out?
Well, not legally, but...
No, but I mean, just as a courtesy, you know.
Yeah, I told him, yeah, I won't do it if you don't want me to do it.
Yeah.
Because I have, like, great respect for him. I didn't want to do it in any way insulting, so I just tried to do an exact impression with no comment on it, you know what I mean? And then Letterman phoned me, and he said he was okay with it, you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I felt better about that.
Now, when he put you on the spot like that, you know, to do the impression right in front of the man, it's got to be a little scary, huh?
Yeah, it was very scary, and because I had just done it on Saturday Night Live the week before, and when I came on, I was sure, I said, Dave's going to ask me this question. So everybody that works at the Letterman show, they all know Dave.
Yeah.
You know? So like, I know Dave, he won't ask you. So I'm like, all right. So it turns out they don't know Dave. And, you know, I, as a casual...
So what was the story about The Tonight Show for you, about ruining a chance to get on The Tonight Show? Because you must have done The Tonight Show a bunch. I mean, I feel like I remember seeing you on The Tonight Show.
Well, there was The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and then there was afterward, you know.
Right.
But I was living in Canada, and I was kind of at my peak. I'd been doing... I got good at stand-up pretty quick. So I was about 2 years in, and I was really good, you know. And I said, I'll go. Carson had announced he was going to retire in 8 months. So I said, I'm going to go to move to Los Angeles and be the last comedian on The Tonight Show and have him anoint me and call me over to the couch, and it'll be a big deal, you know. And so there was this talent booker for The Tonight Show who had a lot of power. And, yeah, you know, he was the guy you had to get through as a gatekeeper. So anyways, but he was, you know, very frustrating to him. So I would do a set, you know, and he would come. First time I did the set, and he came up to me after. He goes, I didn't like you, but I was really drunk.
Jesus
so I'm
Christ.
like, jeez, man. So I'm all right. Well, can I do it again? He's like, oh, yeah, of course. I didn't care for you, but you're probably funny. Everybody says you're funny. But I tell you, I was really hammered. I'm like, all right. So then the next time, I'm sitting there, and I look over. He's necking with a girl. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, what the fuck is this guy? So finally, he looks at the stage and sees me after 7 tries, you know. And so then he goes, "You're great, but you're not a Johnny comic. You're a Jay comic." People say these ridiculous things that have no meaning. So I'm like, what? He's like, you're more of a Jay, because Jay was doing Monday night as the guest host at that time, and it had already been revealed that he was going to take over. So he goes, you're a Jay comic, and I go, no, I think I'm a Johnny comic. Like, that's what all my friends tell me. They always say, hey, you're a kind of a Johnny comic. He's like, I think you're a Jay comic. I'm like, so I'm in my head, I'm like, there's no fucking, it doesn't mean anything. What are you talking about? I was so angry. And then he says, like, whispers it to me. He goes, and also, Jay is going to take over the show. And I go, that was in the paper. Why are you whispering it? Everyone knows this thing. You're telling me in confidence, you know? So anyways, he says, Johnny will watch the Monday night with Jay, and everybody already knew at that point that Johnny hated Jay also, and even if he didn't, like, Johnny Carson's going to watch the guest host on his day off, at 11:30. So I never got to do the Tonight Show. But then looking back, like, I wasn't really a Carson guy. He was like the corny old guy to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I took it on faith that he was funny, and I'd see clips and he'd be funny. But I wasn't a guy who grew up with Johnny Carson. I was a guy who grew up with David Letterman.
Right.
So it probably was better for me to have my first spot on Dave,
You got sorted into the right house.
Yeah, without knowing it, It turned out I was a Dave comic.
You were neither a Leonard comic nor a...
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You're familiar with the model Kate Upton? Well, apparently, she told the London Sun that life would be easier if she had small breasts. You know, I suppose that's true if by easier she means harder. We have a great show! Across the Great Plains, harsh weather and hungry boll weevils are the cause of one of the worst cotton harvests in years. Or so the Germans would have us believe. Last Sunday's National Hockey League game between the Buffalo Sabres and the Tampa Bay Lightning was postponed due to record snowfall in Buffalo. Or so the Germans would have us believe. This year's lack of snow in Alaska could help generate a surplus of moose next year because deep snow makes it harder for moose to search for food, which leaves them more vulnerable to wolves. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In Fort Pierce, Florida, many Bell South customers will no longer pay long-distance phone rates for nearby calls, but will instead be charged with a flat rate of 25 cents. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In Little Rock, Arkansas, a consumer group is proceeding with a petition drive to get a proposal on the November ballot that would exempt food from state sales tax. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In St. Louis, archaeologists will use special radar on nearby landfills in an effort to find the 70-foot axle from a Ferris wheel, which was the centerpiece of the 1904 World's Fair. Or so the Germans would have us believe. And finally,
I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go of everything. I'm scared of letting go.
Last year, German Shepherds were rated the nation's most effective police dogs by far, sniffing out more than $100 million worth of illegal drugs. Or so the German Shepherds would have us believe.